Lord have mercy. All right, what's up, back? What's up? Welcome back to the Wiley Show. Welcome. This was amazing seeing y'all in here. We got a lot to discuss, I would say. Um, this weekend was everything in a bag of mess, but we did address it on members only. But we got to get into what is going on with Steve Harvey. I want to do it while my thoughts is fresh. So I'm going to bring all the players on the screen here. Steve, Miss Strawberry, her Ernest, her husband, and also Chronicle Speaks. I want to bring Chronicle Speaks on here as well because Chronicle Speaks is a part of this saga because she the one that broke the story. Now, mind you, we were on members only. We talked about this on our members only show, and we were talking about this situation between Miss Shirley Strawberry. You know, she's been in the radio since I was born, and she is the co-host for Steve Harvey. Now, the mess, the scandal, and the disgusting thing that she's in, her husband, he is a P word. He violated her grandchildren and her daughter, and he violated animals. So, Chronicle Speaks put out the story that her husband, Shirley Strawberry, the co-host of the Steve Harvey Show, violated her grandchildren, his wife, grandchildren, and his wife, daughter. So that would be like his stepdaughter. So all of this went, and all of the charges, and all of the fraud, and all of this stuff. But the kicker is, because of the exclusive of Chronicle Speaks, she posted the prison calls. The prison calls of Shirley Strawberry talking to her husband. One of the calls was, hey, my daughter is, she said she's on the paperwork. She's working with the police. And the husband was like, wait a minute. She hate me that much, but don't get, I'm just telling you what it is. This is what she's saying. She's on the paperwork. The police on the paperwork. I haven't seen my kids in 2 weeks. This is Shirley says she haven't seen her daughter in 2 weeks or her grandkids because according to the streets, according to the court paperwork, that her daughter and her daughter children is victims, and they are victims, and they are part of the prosecutor case. We heard that on the on the prison call tape, on the jail call tape. So he was calling the daughter crazy, stupid, that she hate me so much, just dissing his wife, daughter, right? Then we get to that piece. Then Shirley husband talking to his side chick, talking about, send me some pictures. I want you to pat that thing for me. Talking about her yoni. He didn't say nothing about Shirley send him some pictures, his wife, but his side chick, he said, send me some pictures. So we hear that call. But there's more. Then she called and tell her husband that is in jail, the county jail, and say, baby. He said, what? I was at, getting my hair done, and the police they boxed me in and they confiscated my car. And they said the truck is, he said, wow, what truck? I'm gonna just say the white truck. So the white truck, they said it's a part of the investigation, and I had to, and then they wanted me to ride with them, and I said no. And then her husband was like, stop talking, don't say no more, because he knows that this is being recorded. She said, I'm not saying, I'm just telling you what happened. And he was like, wow. He kept saying, wow. Every other says like, wow, meaning like, I already know this, but okay. And Shirley is just dumbfounded. Like, they took her car, the only car she had. Her beautician took her home. But before that, they were saying that your husband is evil. You don't know your husband. He's really evil. You need to get to talking. Like, your husband is evil. You need to talk to us. And she said, no, I ain't quite about not the man that I know. He's not a monster. Not the man that I married. So she's still defending him. Okay? Then we get into the ring thing. Baby, they tell, this is Shirley, the driller that made the ring is saying that you got it on a whole payment plan or fraud. A cashier check was fraudulent of getting the ring. And they pretty much want the ring back. Then the police, I believe, confiscated the ring. They're making the ring a part of their investigation. So you hear all of this stuff that is going on and on. But there's more. Then she get on the phone with her husband in the prison, the jail call, right? She start throwing Steve Harvey's wife under the bus. Steve Harvey's wife feel like we are the help. And she was just dragging Steve Harvey's wife. So that is what went viral. You have to understand that concerning Steve, concerning his wife, we are in a climate that they're already spreading rumors that Steve is divorcing his wife, that his wife cheated on him with the driver. And he looked crusty, looking fat. Anyway, that's the rumor. Then these tapes come out. Mind you, though, these tapes been recorded in October of 2022. So 1 year later, the tapes are coming out. So we hearing the tapes in real time, like as we get it from Chronicle Speaks on our Zoom meeting. So we're hearing the tapes. This is my first time hearing the tapes, all of the tapes, my first time hearing the tapes. And we having dialogue with all of the members. Then Steve posted that he's going to address the allegations, and Miss Strawberry going to be her own Strawberry letter. So I told my members, I said, listen, we going to get up early to hear this, because some of my members already, they in their cars with their radio, because you ain't got no car, I ain't got it. So literally, we get up about 7, we already missed about 5 minutes of the show. So we get up, we go on the Zoom, we're listening to this live on iHeart, okay? They come on 102.7 in Chicago. So I'm listening to them live. But before I was able to listen to them live, I was listening to a pre-recorded show. So one of the members, executive producers, they were in their car. Maybe they blast up the radio, and we were able to listen to it before I was able to go to 102.7 and listen to the show. So I'm listening to this show, listening to Steve Harvey. Baby, Steve Harvey was talking. Now, mind you, Shirley, you could tell that she was crying, holding in her tears. Like, I don't understand, y'all. We are our family, and I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry you and your wife going through something. I'm sorry to say it about your wife. And Steve was like, he's looking like this. This was a planned attack. So somebody is trying to take down Steve Harvey. Because when you listen to Steve Harvey, he kept saying this tape, this prison call or jail call between her estranged husband happened last year. This is an attack, pretty much a takedown of Steve Harvey. Because without Steve being in the mix, this wouldn't be a story. So he kept saying somebody sent this, and you got to understand timing, and he keeps saying the devil. Now, he keeps saying the devil, but it's a name to this devil. Somebody is blackballing Steve. Somebody Steve pissed off. This is my narrative or my intuition or what my theory is that somebody Steve pissed off that they got this information. It's like a shakedown, and they're using Shirley Strawberry as a pawn in this because somebody sat on those tapes and literally sent it to the bloggers, but they waited until all of this. So somebody powerful that Steve pissed off, maybe it's somebody in the network, maybe it's a deal that he's doing that he's not sharing, because he kept saying the devil. No. It is a devil, but it's a name to that devil. I hate when people keep saying the devil. No, put a name on the devil. What is his name? What is he or she named? What is their name? Because somebody is shaking Steve down, and he been knew about these tapes. He been knew about it, and he didn't know that it was going to go viral on YouTube because he kept coming after Chronicle Speaks and Tasha K. Really, Chronicle Speaks and Tasha. He keeps saying these bloggers are in the gutter. They are bottom feeders. He was dragging the blogs. But I'm like, why are you dragging Chronicle Speaks? Why are you dragging Tasha when your co-host threw you under the bus and your wife under the bus and pretty much throwing her daughter under the bus to go defend her pedo animal screwing husband? So what I don't understand is you keep talking about the devil, but call out the devil that is destroying children's lives. Call out the devil that is taking the innocent of that poodle, you know what I'm saying? That horse, whatever he doing, because he can't be around animals. That's all in the court documents, thanks to Chronicle Speaks breakdown. He can't be around animals or children. That means if you can't be around animals, you did something that's that bestiality and pedo behavior. Only Nicki Minaj's husband can relate to some of this stuff, right? And this is the only point that I want to make in that regard with Steve Harvey, because somebody is shaking him down. I feel it in my gut. Then also, I understand, because people in my chat, they were saying, well, Wiley, why do you think she's so stupid? I do believe she knew about the fraud. No, I think she knew about all this stuff later on. She learned about it later on. It's making sense, and she just got gooped. And she learned it because she was just dumbfounded. She didn't know nothing. She was dumbfounded. She was in love. She's old. Her yoni is on the clearance rack, literally on the clearance rack, dusty, dry. She knew about some of this stuff, and she was just in denial. No different than Wendy Williams was in denial about her husband. She was in strong denial. Now that her back was threatened, now that her dragging the boss, and that came out, now she got to sever ties with her husband. Now she's talking about, I never talked to my husband. It's been months. But you literally start dragging your boss. You already know he feels some type of way because he kept talking about his wife. My wife did, because his wife is getting dragged because it's a rumor of one of that psycho E.C. Berry and his first wife, another psycho. They're putting out the rumor that Steve Harvey cheated on Margie Harvey, and that's how it got divorced. That's the rumor. I don't have any evidence, but E.C. Berry, over obese self, high blood pressure, and his first wife, psycho. That's the rumor that they put out, and so that rumor is still out there. And then hearing that Miss Strawberry, they have a close connection to Steve. They're pretty much they're saying that Margie Harvey is pretty much evil, saying that we look at Strawberry as being help. Technically, was she wrong? No. You are the help. You are a co-host. You can be replaced. You are the help. So that wasn't a lie. That wasn't a gag. You have to understand structure. They're powerful. They're making money. You are the help. That's it. She didn't lie. You felt some type of way. Was it wrong for Margie to say that? Yeah, it was wrong to kind of call people to help and call them to help. That is wrong. But technically, did Margie lie? No. But Steve pissed off somebody powerful. And that's the bigger story. See, what we see in the Chronicle Speaks, we see the 911, but nobody's talking about that hand that you do not see. I want to know, and I can bank on that, somebody Steve Harvey pissed off, and you ain't going to never know who he pissed off because Steve ain't going to share it. Only thing Steve gonna say is the devil, because look how they planned this when I'm going through. Somebody don't like Steve and they doing a takedown. Now, to Miss Shirley Strawberry, she just opened her legs up to a pedo. That's what she did. No different than that whole Brother Polite when he had a girlfriend and he started screwing the girlfriend's his woman's daughter. No different. You have a lot of weak-minded women that put their guards down. They don't do no research. And they said the man had a criminal past. So she didn't do her due diligence. You mean to tell me if somebody want to marry you, you got a bag, you need to get a private eye. You need to do all of that, right? So when Miss Strawberry, for this man to have these allegations of screwing children and animals, he had to do this behavior before. You cannot say that man, this is the first time he did it. No, I don't believe that. He had a pattern. But because Miss Shirley Strawberry is weak, her yoni is on the clearance rack, and she just took anything because he looked good, he looked decent for her age group. Ain't nobody lining up to date Miss Strawberry, and she broke. She came out and said she lost everything, that she ain't got it, because according to Chronicle Speaks, she was trying to keep up with Steve Harvey and Margie Harvey on a budget that she can't keep up with them, and she went broke. She have so many tax liens, lost her car, lost her house. Miss Shirley Strawberry said, I had to live with my friend. I lost everything. She lost everything. Because you're trying to keep up with the Jones. Where's all your money? And then another thing, Miss Shirley Strawberry, you ain't even getting paid fairly like Steve. Then she put out and made it clear that I did not meet my husband through Steve Harvey. I met him through another friend. She debunked that rumor. The only reason why the blogs is saying that Steve introduced y'all is because that's how you give clicks. Because Steve is the star. You're just a pawn. We want Steve. And the person and the man that is doing this to take down Steve, he know it. He know we ain't going to be worried about that other friend that introduced you, Miss Shirley, to your pedo husband. We're going to say, and I'm going to pay it to the bloggers, we're going to say Steve introduced y'all. It's keeping it on Steve. And the only reason, Miss Shirley Strawberry, before you get fired, because you're gonna come into an early retirement, it's happening. You already know that. Because his name and reputation is on the line, and he hates your guts that you helped the person that's trying to take him down, and he had that receipt of you dragging his wife. So you already know Miss Shirley Strawberry in the next couple of months of the first quarter or the second quarter, she will be in an early retirement, and they're gonna be announcing this is Miss Shirley Strawberry last show. I can guarantee you, she is not keeping that job. That job is gone because you diss his wife. And in order to keep his happy home, because Margie wants you gone, Shirley Strawberry, she wants you out of there because you are disrespectful. Anybody know in the industry, when you start telling in-person information that is not privy to the public, you got to go. You're fired. I guarantee that, and you know it. That's why you in that crumbling. That's why you in that crying, because you know you done effed up. We didn't care about your husband destroying children. That ain't the story here. Steve knew about this. He didn't care. He knew about the animals. He didn't care none. But once you brought him and his wife in it, that's when he have a problem with it. And I guarantee you that your last letter that you're going to be reading is in the first or the second quarter of next year. They're going to wait till it die down, or it could be even sooner than that. But you're going to be gone, and you're going to be replaced with another talent. Just watch. It's going to be a middle-aged woman with a voice, and it's going to do it. They're going to put you in the early retirement. You messed up your bag. Your stupid self got on that phone on a recorder. It tell your stupid behind that this is being recorded. Anything you can say is going to be used you in the court of law. How you know that? I got plenty of people that call me from prison. Brothers all up in there, and it's being recorded. And they just as dumb. They just be sharing stuff. That's why you in prison for all the decades that you're in there, stupid. Because you're sharing all the information. You building up the case, and all they doing is just sitting listening. And going to arrest everybody that you said, all your ops, they building up the whole case. It's recorded, dummy. It tell you, but y'all forget. Y'all think that ain't recorded? Words, it automatically buzzwords that register into the system. You stupid, Miss Shirley. You're just dumb. You don't need to do that show. You stupid. Y'all don't understand. This is Miss Shirley Starr because she's stupid. Y'all don't understand what happened behind the microphone. We go through mess. Yeah, we understand it now because you were telling your pedo husband you were defending them and threw your daughter under the bus. Now, you know you don't supposed to be talking about the victim that is working with the police. You actually up there witness intimidation. You are cooperating with the predator. Yeah, you did it. You did it. You did it. And now you look stupid. Because now it's all, there's so many recordings of Shirley Strawberry, so many recordings of your husband talking, but he ain't the SAR. You got a bag to protect. Now, she said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that about your wife. Yes, you did. You knew you was mad about what Marjorie said, that you was a help. You was like, that's why you brought it up. That's it. Her drag her husband about the allegation. She didn't do it. She said they're going to get a divorce. Where's the records at? It didn't happen. It have not been filed. Where's it at? So she's just trying, Shirley is just trying to protect her bag. She is in debt. She wasted on that man. She keeping up with the Joneses. Didn't put, and I speak to your Shane because you in your 60s. Where are your investments? And then also I guarantee Shirley Strawberry, if you do sign an NDA, you're going to tell the world that you wasn't paid fairly. I know your salary ain't like Steve Harvey's salary, and you've been doing it longer. I already know that because you are a woman in this industry, and women get screwed in the radio industry because a man get paid quadruple the same amount you get paid, and you've been doing it longer. I already know that, Miss Shirley Strawberry. I get it. You're not getting the multi-million-dollar contracts like Steve. I get it. But what you did, you messed up your reputation, your relationship with Steve, dissing his wife, a person that he eats that yoni, she's riding it, and you're gone. He already told you gone. Now they're working on the plan. You know this, that baby, you got to go. We're going to do an early retirement, and you already know that, and you're going to have NDAs. You're going to be gone. Just watch. It's going to happen. You was on a public, like literally it's public. Anything in jail, it is recorded. It is public. So they did it. And the thing is, I want to know, and again, the person that's taking down Steve, they watching it now. Now, whoever this player is, I want to meet him. Because that's a powerful man. See, these are the people, they powerful. See, we never talk about the powerful people that's pulling the strings. They want us to keep talking about Shirley and Steve, Steve and Shirley, Steve, Marjorie Harvey. But who leaked the tape? Who did it? And it wasn't that YouTuber that did it. She ain't going to tell you. Somebody sent it to that. It's a woman that's a YouTube channel. Okay. And it's called, what is that YouTube channel name that posted these calls on there? Now, mind you, this person that posted these calls, she don't show her face on YouTube. So that could be a whole AI situation. AI is powerful. Give me a second. What was that person's YouTube? So it's called, this YouTube channel is called Phone Calls from Prison. It's called Phone Calls from Prison. You don't see nobody, a picture of them people. This is an AI situation. You don't see it. This is completely AI. And then if you go and do deeper into Phone Calls from Prison, they released their first phone, they put photos, new prison photos from Alex. They said have Susie Smith prison phone call 1 month ago. Susan Smith, Alex, part 1, Shirley Strawberry. Now, whoever's doing this, this is the person that is using. Now, people are saying, is it legal? Again, let me Google it because I'm not a lawyer. So I got to be is it legal? Is it legal? Is it legal to release prison phone call? And some states it is legal. And regardless if it's legal or not, the damage is already done. But the question is, who is this YouTube channel? Who's controlling it? You don't see no face. That could be anybody. And with AI, it could be anybody. And that's who was taking down Steve Harvey. And what they trying to do to cover their tracks, let's just talk about somebody else. No, we don't care nothing about no Susan. Your whole sole purpose is to take down Steve. Somebody powerful don't like Steve and taking him down, and Steve know it. See, the thing about it is, we worrying about the pawns, the Chronicle Speaks and all that. We are the pawns here. Our pay grade ain't on that level because we don't know who the person is. But Steve know, and he calling that person the devil. Okay? Now, Chronicle Speaks said, well, how did I get it? Easy. I feeling in my spirit that he was addressing you as the blogger. You got the face, you got the voice. He's addressing you. He ain't addressing that prison phone call. He don't know. He's addressing you because the way how he said it, he's addressed you. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. He's addressing you. But the thing about it with Chronicle Speaks is, who is leading this charge that we do not see? I guarantee that somebody, and Miss Shirley going to have an early retirement. He was dissing you, Chronicle Speaks. He was dissing you. You can say what it is. He was dissing you. He watched that YouTube. His team was watching you because we can see how you look. We know how you look. But one thing they wasn't addressing was that prison, that YouTube, they was addressing you because you added commentary. Your channel went viral, not the prison call 911. And my thing is to Chronicle Speaks, she said, I talked to the woman on the phone. My only thing is, did you talk to her on the phone verbal, or did you have a virtual, like y'all was on FaceTime? Was it on FaceTime? Would they put up the date and all that type of stuff? Because I think they use Chronicle Speaks because, again, she drove the story and they making sure her channel's more powerful than the prison call 911. So, again, when she said, I already got permission from her, from the channel holder, I want to know, do you know how she look? Is she a black woman? Is she a white woman? How is she? Is she from America? Is she from overseas? That's the bigger case here. Somebody is trying to take down Steve Harvey, and they're using Shirley Strawberry to do it because she said all that stuff, and they waited, and now they're doing it. Somebody's trying to take them down. It's not about that they didn't say Chronicle Speaks. I'm not stupid. You don't have to say the person name. You know what they talk about. Ain't too many bloggers been talking about this story that went viral like Chronicle Speaks. Don't y'all be dumb. Sit here talking about, he didn't say today. I felt like he said today without saying today, and that's just my whole theory. You can't say Chronicle. You can't say, this another thing was bloggers. Y'all put out this stuff, and then y'all want to dis. You can't say I said that. You were part of it. You posted the 911 tape. You did the commentary. You can't say, well, more people know it from your channel. And that's the thing. You in the mess. You can't say you did commentary. You put the titles in. You put all this stuff together. You put the thumbnails. You said all this type of stuff. You said, wow, that he actually did it. You post about the dog. You post about when they was in there about the bail and having a conversation with the Lord. You in the mess. You can't say you're not a part of it. You is in it because Steve addressed you, not by name, but by your character. He was talking about you as the blog. He was talking about you and maybe others. But my spirit said he was talking about you directly. Ain't nothing wrong to talk about it directly. I don't think he's going to sue you because he already know who's pulling the strings. But I can guarantee you he didn't like that y'all are doing it. And Steve Harvey had to understand why we have Chronicle Speaks there. He's mad that bloggers like Chronicle Speaks are putting things out and it's going so viral, and that there are radio people and they're paying catch up. Now, what Steve Harvey show should have been, they should have been did this. They should have been discussed this when it first happened and just talked about it. Now they're doing damage control. And now that bring more people to talk about Chronicle Speaks because they're going to be like, what blogger they're talking about? Why is he so much against the bloggers? But again, I believe it's even greater than Chronicle. It is greater than Chronicle Speaks. But I'm going to say her name because it's recognizable. Y'all know who she is, but y'all don't know who released that 911 call. That's when you are a award winner, Emmy award winner type of journalist. Maybe I need to put Megan Cuniff on this case to see who posted that 911 call. Because that's the big keys. The big key to this, who posted it and why? They're trying, because it's an attack on Steve. It's an attack on him, and they're using Shirley Strawberry and all that. It's an attack on Steve. Okay? I'm giving my review. I don't care how mad you're getting upset, but never tell me, well, I'm not a part of it. You are a part of it. If I say you are a part of it, when I'm reading the story, you are a part of it. You can't say, well, I'm not a part. You got your name in the thumbnail, in the algorithm. When you type in Marjorie, Steve, Shirley Strawberry, the main channel that come up, Chronicle Speaks. Chronicle Speaks. That's the main channel. You can't say, well, wow, I'm in it. Easy. You leading the charge of the Steve Harvey takedown. It's to embarrass Steve. We don't give a damn about Shirley Strawberry. She's the help. Her yoni is on the clearance rack. She married a whole pack. She's about to go in early retirement, okay? If she don't go to upper room, because with this type of stress, she's embarrassed, broke, yoni on the clearance rack. Your husband want pictures and underwear sent from his side chick. Don't care nothing about you. Either A or B for Miss Shirley Strawberry. Y'all need to pray for Miss Shirley Strawberry, honest. The ladies, but on her way out of here. Early retirement or in the upper room, all right? I didn't say I'm upset that it went viral. She the help. That's all she is. Co-host the help. She read letters to help. That's what help do. They read letters. Okay, you said you had got permission of the woman, so you didn't. They said you need to do your research. Phone call from prison calls a real talk and ask her to look up the call. So I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. I don't. It ain't about me doing my research. I'm not a journalist. My sole job is to provide commentary. Just like I don't go on your channel to say, well, did you do research? You know it could have been some more power. No, you have to give me the same type of courtesy that I give any other channel. You cannot tell me that I did not do my research. Again, we don't know if that man did it or not. He's innocent to proving it till he actually get convicted like Brother Polite. So again, I'm giving my commentary like you giving your commentary, and I don't let no woman, especially no woman, tell me as a man to do my research when I'm just doing commentary. We are not journalists. We are commentators. That's what it is. Commentaries. One thing I can say, Miss Shirley Strawberry, her yoni is on the clearance rack. That's a fact. Number two, she opened her legs up to a whole evil person and used it and got a whole side chick. Another fact, I don't have to do no research of a weak-minded old woman that used her old dusty yoni and got played and gooped, and now she may lose her good paying job, not getting paid more than Steve Harvey, but it's good enough. That's the whole shit. It ain't my fault. I'm living in my house. I have a car. I'm not out here staying with no friend. Miss Shirley Strawberry is weak, pathetic woman. She needs to be off that radio station. Get off and kick off because you're too poor, weak. We don't need no poor person in there that got gooped by. How can she give advice to listeners when she got gooped by her own husband? Get off the show. Okay? They said, did Steve have that same energy for all of that type of stuff? So this is what I'm saying. And so when Miss Shirley Strawberry, again, I blame Miss Shirley Strawberry. I don't blame Chronicle Speaks because, again, she had a story, she ran with it. But the thing about it, Shirley Strawberry is stupid. Nobody's calling this woman dumb. She's one of the dumbest women I ever. First of all, you dumb because you don't even know your man was cheating on you, stupid. And second of all, you just spilling your guts. You are the most dumbest criminal in the world. And you mess up your bag. You never talk about your boss, stupid. Not a person like Steve Harvey that's being recorded. They will use that to destroy Steve. You stupid. You just dumb. Because now we ain't talking about your husband, what he did. We talking about how you was called the help. That's what the story is, stupid. And get them that want to cry. You should have went on there and cried and begged and try to get you on the job. Now, you will make it, Shirley Strawberry, because we do have YouTube. You do have a good old voice. You can come on, do a little podcast, go work in Tasha K basement. You know, KB Studios will hire you, or somebody will hire you if you go on and tell a story. Just come on to YouTube. We've seen plenty failed radio personality like Tasha K came and ran over to YouTube. So you will be in good company. YouTube, Miss Jones, I think she finally got her show because she failed as a radio personality and came on YouTube. You'll be fine. There was another failed radio personality that worked in New York radio show. He's on YouTube right now. So you will be in good company. This is a place where all failed radio personalities, when you want to revive their career to get a good Google check, come on over to YouTube, get your YouTube channel, call it Miss Shirley Strawberry, and tell your story, okay? All right. No, I understand you. I understand Chronicle Speaks that you're saying have a good day. You have a wonderful day, first and foremost. But I just think us as colleagues, y'all try to tell other colleagues they need to do their research. Like it's demeaning what I'm saying. Again, I'm not the best expert in this area. People watch me just give my commentary on the situation. They don't care about a thorough research type of thing because it's already been thorough research. A fact, she's old. A fact, her yoni's on the clearance track and she met a weird, twisted man that's destroyed her career. You don't need no research. We've seen this over and over. Ask Whitney Williams. She met a man. He cheated on her. She got sick, fell out, started drinking herself to death, ended up in rehab, and she got dementia. She ain't got her check. What more research do we need? Okay? Now, and thing is, I don't go to these other people's channel trying to tell them about their show, but they show will have a tendency to come over here at the Wiley Show and they will get checked every other day, all day a week. You will get checked. Never come to the channel. I don't care how powerful you think you are. You come to this channel, you gonna respect me, and you call me and stuff like that. Because she said out of her mouth that I already got permission from her to own the channel. Then she said, "Did I say I got on the phone?" No, you said you talked with the person. They gave you permission, but it probably was electronically you got the permission. So that proved my point. You don't know the person that is trying to take down Brother Steve because you talked to a person in email. That's all AI. You don't know the evil, the devil that is trying to take down Brother Steve Harvey. I'm on the devil that's trying to take this man down. I'm on that. Whoever trying to take him down, they use Chronicle Speaks without her knowing she's a part of the takedown of Steve Harvey. I can guarantee you that. She's a pawn of the takedown, and she know it. Now her name is in the mess. Of course your name is in the mess. You leading the charge, but you didn't know that you're being used to take down Steve Harvey to destroy her. And to take down Shirley Strawberry because she about to lose her job. Maybe she can go on and be a co-host of Chronicle Speaks. Maybe she can be on that with a co-host of Chronicle Speaks. Be a co-host of Chronicle Speaks. Then she can read letters. You know, one thing she can be Chronicle Speaks and go live, and Shirley Strawberry can talk and read some letters. You know, she's good help. She's a great help, according to Lori Harvey. Margie Harvey. She's good help, you know, good person, good old co-host. She's quiet and everything like that. All right? Good old co-host. You know that. Go on over there. She's good help. She might as well go on to ND. You're going to be hired. Come on. She got a beautiful voice. Her yoni's on the clearance rack, though. Now, Miss Shirley Strawberry didn't say nothing. She just said, I'm going to get divorced. I'm sorry. I lost everything. I didn't mean to say this about you, Steve, and your wife, blah, blah, blah. Steve, the one that took over, saying it's the devil. You bloggers on the bottom feed of bloggers. He dissed the blogger, Chronicle Speaks, dissed them. And he started dissing the bloggers because he kept saying it's the devil. The devil is doing it. And honestly, he's admitting that somebody is trying to take him down. It is what it is. That's to sum it up all. And it's so sad, Shirley Strawberry, you stupid woman. You got on there halfway crying. Just go on and cry then. At least it would have been more viral. Just break down and cry. I know you cried before because Steve got in your ASS and he dragged you. You know it. They trying to act like, and then Steve stopped lying. Well, we didn't know none of what you was going on. We didn't talk. We didn't know. Somebody else, Mississippi, was talking to you. We didn't know. You did. You knew everything. You got pissed when it came out about your wife. You didn't care. Because if you cared about Shirley, you would have talked about this on the radio show. Like, pray, let's talk about it, blah, blah, blah. You didn't. But once they start dragging that wife of yours, then that's when you say, uh-oh, I got to say this and I got to save face. Because now my character is on there. Okay? Now they're saying that he, according to the court documents, it could be his Shirley Strawberry grandchildren or her daughter. But look at the documents. But of course, due to the fact that these are like victims in this case, they're not going to give you like who are they, how they're related or whatever. But we can say for a fact he can't be around children or animals. So that's what we can know about that. Okay? I don't know, whatever. I just know it's somebody powerful that is pulling the strings. It's somebody powerful pulling the strings to take down Steve Harvey. And they're using Chronicle Speaks today, just like she knew about the Wiley Show. And she's in here saying, don't put me in it. But her channel is the lead channel of the takedown. I don't care what they say. See, this is why I don't sit well with bloggers, because they don't know how to handle critique. One thing about Steve Harvey, you didn't see him or Shirley Strawberry calling in, and she was halfway crying. She just gonna take it because she really want to be a true journalist. These rest of the people, they too weak. You say one thing to criticize their story, they gotta make about 55 comments and still watching. Shirley Strawberry, she should be the one that's calling in and talking. It's her that's being railroaded and prosecuted, she being crucified. But the bloggers, they come because they can't handle it. They think they want to go to the next. You ain't ready. You ain't ready for Wiley. You ain't ready. You ain't ready for that. You're not ready because you will be debunked. You think that was well researched. I'd say it was a takedown of Steve Harvey, and that's my words. Okay. All right. Now, before I was talked about by my colleague on YouTube, beautiful colleague, and she's very beautiful, chocolate and everything. She's not on the clearance rack. Shirley Strawberry is. And maybe Chronicle Speaks should take over the job. I'm actually going to call V103. Give me a second. Talk to their program director and let Chronicle Speaks take over the Steve Harvey job. Let me put it in the atmosphere and see if we can get her booked over there and see, because she have a beautiful voice, and see if she would do it. I don't know if she would want to do it or not, because I know she's kind of tired. But let's see if she want to do it. Let me get Reggie on the phone here and see if she want to do it or not. I don't know if she want to do it or not, because she's a very gorgeous, beautiful woman and everything like that. She know I'm crazy. This is what I do. I talk. But let me see if I can get him on the phone here. Let me see. You know, because they say I don't do my research. So my character was questioned. Let me get Reggie on the phone. Come on, Reggie, answer.
We are sorry. There is no one available.
Oh, nobody's available? Okay. Nobody available? All right. Never mind. I'll talk to Reggie later. We're going to ask y'all opinion what y'all think about it. And I'm going to pray for Mrs. Shirley Strawberry, that she have her rest of her years being in some beautiful assisted living facility. I guess she won't do private pay. She would have to do, she would have to get Medicaid or Medicare, plan A or B, because she ain't got it. She broke. So many tax liens, because we got that from Chronicle Speaks, because Chronicle Speaks broke it down that she got multiple tax liens, that she broke and everything. We learned that from Chronicle Speaks. Yeah. So Shirley Strawberry, you should be, your energy, you destroyed your own career. Stupid. Dummy. I'm going to go and apply for that job. Skip that. I'm going to go and apply for the job. Don't worry. I'm going to go and apply for the job myself, because you dumb. Come on now, Wiley, stop. I think it's the blame. Yeah, he is the blame, but unfortunately, we don't care nothing about Shirley Strawberry's husband. That storyline gonna dwindle. Now it was her husband, blah blah blah. Now the storyline, if Shirley Strawberry gonna keep her job, is Steve Harvey mad because the wife, Margie Harvey, they're no longer talking about the husband. Now the bigger story was Steve, these bottom feed bloggers that he talked about, Chronicle Speaks, and my wife. That's the story. They didn't just drop the husband. Steve was like, F your husband. My character, my reputation is on the line. Okay? And they needed it. This is the long game. Steve pissed off a lot of people in Hollywood. Yeah, he pissed off a lot of people in Hollywood. He did a lot. This is a lot that he did. Because everything, Steve just been getting hits on hits, and this Shirley Strawberry is just icing on the takedown. And it's sad because she gonna lose her job. She already know it's gone. That's why she was in there. Her voice was crackling. When people crackle like that, they know my job is gone. When nephew Tommy was on it, yeah, it's gone. Okay. Folks always claim it's the devil. They never want to put a name on it. They do that as a way. Okay, let me separate. Let me Let me not call it what it is. Okay, let me just call it the devil. Let me get so spiritual, right? But you know, it is a person name that you got direct name, but you don't want to, you don't want to blackball yourself. I get it. But one day somebody gonna find. I'm gonna get that name of that person that's trying to that's gonna take you down, Steve. And I want to interview that person. I really want to interview. They powerful. I want to interview. We're gonna open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in. I told you this is gonna be a short, sweet show. We want to say thank you to Chronicle Speaks for coming on. Because she said I didn't do my research. But just like Shirley Strawberry, if I'm not aware, call in, read the letter, tell me what I went wrong. Because again, I'm not a journalist. Roland Martin told me that in my face. You're not a journalist. You are a YouTube commentator. That's it. So all this thorough research, I'm a commentator. You don't need to do no research to be no commentator. You just get up and start talking. All right? There is no thing you have to do thorough research to be no commentator. Get up there and be talking. That's the case then. Tasha K, she ain't doing no thorough research. She got sued for $4 million. All right. Is anyone speaking to me? I only see my comments. We see you. What was that? Bougie Barbie. They say he's not talking about Tasha K. Well, that's your opinion, Pearl Jackson. Well, you can call in and tell me who we used to talk about. I'm giving my opinion. Last time I checked, didn't I say the Wiley Show, right? Morning show, right? This is my opinion. Whatever how you feel, that's how you feel. Pearl Jackson. Yes. I understand that. Yes, Miss Pearl. You said he ain't talking. Well, that's your opinion. But guess what? My opinion is greater than your opinion because that's my opinion. I don't believe Shirley had sat down. Maybe she's behind to take down Steve Harvey personally herself, and she's willing to play victim. That could be. That's how she's going to lose her job. That could be, but it's not Shirley Strawberry. No, it ain't her. Somebody, nobody look like her that's trying to take down Steve. See, that's the devil that Steve talking about. And he know it. He already know who's trying to take him down. He know it. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello. Good afternoon, morning. Where you at? Good morning. Welcome to the Wiley Show. I need you to mute me in the back, please. Like mute your TV and everything. Can you mute your TV and everything, caller? Just mute everything in your house. Mute it. All right, go ahead. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Wiley, did it ever occur to you that Storm Monroe and that lady that was on her show is probably behind bringing down Steve Harvey?
No. These ain't.
Did you think about that?
They ain't that smart. No. This is above them.
It's above them.
It's way above.
But I'm saying it
because
started
that will
there,
only
though.
work
It restarted again.
No, they ain't post none of them now. Them prison call tape. No, they ain't a part of that.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Because they've been talking about it for a while now.
They've been talking. It's above them. Now it's above them. They may be getting information from the player that we do not see, but no, they're not the person. They're not the devil that Steve is talking about. It's above them.
Could that devil be that very son that don't like him that went to Dubai?
It could be somebody powerful. Because you got to understand, Steve tried to do what Oprah do in the industry, and he got his show canceled. So let's go back to Steve Harvey's history of his moves he was making in Hollywood. And when he brought Monique on the show, he said, yeah, these white boys don't want me to have my own show. They don't want me to own my own. He said that in the studio with Monique, and they edit that out. And he lost. He was kind of slighted, and he was trying to do deals. I'm talking about people powerful than his son. You gotta understand, Steve Harvey tried to have complete power like Oprah, and they deleted that contract and gave it to a white woman. Remember, he was replaced with a white woman, and his show was not suffering in the ratings. And Monique came out and defended him and said, "This is what I'm talking about."
Well, whoever it is, we definitely gonna find out soon enough.
It's gonna come out, but Steve know it because he kept. If you listen to that radio show,
I did. He called somebody else specifically. He sure did.
You keep listening to. He's telling you that somebody's trying to take. Because he said this tape came out in October. So if any of them easy, they would have been dropped it. They waited. If you listen, you waited to put it out close when I'm already going through. So he's dealing with it. He's been dealing for a little while, and they coming after Steve. He know it. He just can't say it because when you say it, you got to know what you're doing when you say it to call out these powerful people. There is powerful people that we do not see. It's very calculated because he kept saying calculated. Only powerful.
It is calculated. Think about
is.
it. Storm and them came out talking. Tasha came out talking about some things.
But the question should be, who sent them the information? They don't have the power to get this information. Somebody, and that's the main key, and they not going to share it because they don't know. They just getting a random DM and a random email. I know how this stuff go. You get this random messages, but they don't know. Steve know, because if Tasha knew, she would have been brought. She don't know. She just get them.
Of
and
course.
She's pissed at Chronicle Speaks because she got the information late. She didn't get all the information. She got it late. So she's a little pissed because she got it. She got it late. And EC Barry, now people that want to take you down, they would use your enemies, that they will use them to help with the takedown. Because they got the more knowledge. That's easy. We get that to it and blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm looking at. But we still, somebody, it ain't on YouTube that we know. I'm talking about somebody somebody in high places. And I'm going to just use this word, high places. The call was 11 months ago. Somebody said, wow, 11 months. That's somebody in high places. That's the key. Because you got to understand, Steve been trying to do deals in Africa, do deals with Family Feud, take over that market. So when you look at these allegations that's coming out, his wife with the bodyguard, then they're saying...
The question is why, though? The question now is why.
What? And that's... I need to know and what deal Steve is doing, who Steve pissed off, and who Steve said no to. It could be simply what Monique... Okay. Because Monique is in my spirit. It could be simply what Monique have said is no. Now, when you say no to powerful people, they don't like it, especially when you black saying no. They will destroy you. So he said no to something, and he know it, and that's why he keeps saying the devil. He keeps saying the devil, but that devil got a name. He ain't gonna say that name, but that devil.
All our black people tell us that they got them devils in high places. But who are they?
Who are they? Never named the name, and there's some that named the name. They didn't hear it, but they never named the name. Nikki, she named the name of who blackballed her in the Grammys, and she's still blackballed. And she said,
but she didn't say who that devil was.
No, she said one of the producers' name in the Grammys. And she said, I did not know how powerful he was. Because people think that he's just powerful in the Grammys. No, you're powerful all up in that industry. Because she know it. And that's why her career been a little, I could believe it, been a little diluted. So, yes.
Okay.
Like, Ice Cube being blocked from really growing the big three. So they're talking, they're talking the people that got the power. And unfortunately, due to us as bloggers, we're not journalists. We do not have inside sources up on the top level. Then if we did, we still got to dilute it because the average person don't know these people that control the NBA, that control the industry. You don't know. You think it's P. Diddy. It ain't P. Diddy that own that. It's somebody that was white that owned that. So you got to understand that we as bloggers don't have that type of knowledge. We are not. That's what separates us from journalists, because we don't have that insight information, them sources. We just don't have it. We just get stuff sent to us and we broadcast it, but we don't have it where we get it and we put it out. It's 99% of the time we're getting it sent to us or they're in jail or something. But I'm talking about like somebody, now this is a good exclusive, who's trying to take down Steve, and you find that communication, him saying no and piss off, that's a story. Because that's who's trying to take.
But I'm trying to understand, like, what would be the importance of Shirley Shepherd? Because, like, who cares that he had an affair?
Who cares? I just think that with the Shirley piece, because it's something bigger with Steve, because before this came out about the wife, Steve, they're talking about Steve, about the Twitter account. Some randomly happened on Twitter where he said, who's the greatest comedian? Who's the top 5 not funny comedian? That came out, and Steve denied it. So something is going on with Steve and then Shirley Strawberry kept saying, hey, I know you going through something with your wife and you have to deal with it. Something going on with the marriage. She admitted that by the
without
marriage.
admitting it. Mm-hmm.
Why? She was just talking, and I know Steve was pissed off about that, because if you listen to what she said, y'all already going through Christ at home with your marriage, with your wife. She already admitted that. So there's some problems in that marriage. He got some stuff that is crumbling with the Steve Harvey in that camp. And then I heard rumors that they wanted Michael B. Jordan to sign an NDA. He refused, and he left.
Oh, and he's talking. He's been talking this out.
So he refused to sign, but at first they wanted him to sign like some documents, like an NDA or whatever the case may be. So I'm just saying it's a lot that goes on in high places. So it's just that type of way. And of course, we as the bloggers, we're going to talk about Chronicles, but it's bigger than Chronicle Speaks. It's bigger than Wiley. It's bigger because Steve know it. He said it. He called him the devil. Well, who's the devil? What's the devil's name? Can you say his name?
That is true. Well, thank you, Wiley.
That's not no invisible force. That's a physical. You know who that devil is. Most people that call the devil, you know who it is. It ain't nothing invisible. You know exactly what it is. You devil. You know what it is. Get thee behind me, Satan. You're saying that to a person. You ain't saying it by yourself. You crazy. You saying it to somebody, to a situation. You know the person that do it. And most of us as people, black folks, we don't put an address on it. We just call it the devil. Sometimes it could be your mama, your daddy, your sister. Call out the person that's doing you wrong. Because when you say the devil, it's just like, okay, I understand it. But call out the situation, the person name, put an address on it. Steve did not want to put an address on it because he don't.
That devil's scary. Mm-hmm.
He know what he doing. Steve playing it safe. Shirley knows some little things too. And now she knows she didn't effed up her job. So now who's going to really lose out of this? Shirley Strawberry. Her job gone.
All right. Thank you so much, Wiley.
They say Steve always blaming the devil. He should look in the mirror. The devil can be anybody, but I know it's a body. B-O-D-Y. It's a body. I know that. Okay. And Tommy has cancer. T was being spilled on that show. And the reason why Tommy probably have to work through cancer because he ain't been paid fairly. I can guarantee you that. That's what my spirit telling me. And one thing I got to do is do no thorough research about spirit. It's a money thing going on that show. Somebody, and you got to work through cancer. They just spilling tea. Because I think they're just spilling tea. If you catch it, they were spilling some tea on that show. And Tommy, he halfway sick, you sick and still got to do a show. You need to be recovering. Uncle Tommy, what's that? Nephew Tommy. He's on the show. Nephew Tommy. A lot of, unfortunately, we got to say it. A lot of my generation or a little younger or whatever, we ain't been watching the Steve Harvey show. I haven't listened to the Steve Harvey morning show in years. Do you know I had to open up and get the dust off my iHeart account and blow off some dust? It was dusty. I literally had to blow off dust from my iHeart account. I forgot how to use the iHeart. That's how long it's been since, okay. But I did listen to iHeart back in the day for the Breakfast Club when they wanted to know about Angela Yee when she was going to leave the Breakfast Club. I did go into the iHeart for that. I only go to iHeart listen to radio when it's some tea that I need to hear about Angela Yee leaving the Breakfast Club or the Breakfast Club is over. I listened to that show and now we're on Steve Harvey. They said, Wiley, you think Steve is going to fire Shirley? Steve said they are family unless Margie going to ask him. No. Please. It's plenty of jobs I work for that said we were family and they fired your black behind. Okay? People live in Maine still listen to the radio, especially in New York. Yes, I understand. I live in Chicago. Listen. He mentioned she had thyroid last year sometime. Okay. I don't listen to the show either, but I'm glad you let members only listen today. Yes. I believe some of the comments D.L. Hughley made about Steve. Ooh, I got to get into the comments that Steve made. They're going to Harvey Weinstein him. Wow. The higher ups will fire her. They will fire her. Yeah. Because don't nobody want to have a person that's attracted or attached to a person that's violating children. That's not good. They will fire her, but not too soon after this calm down. Oh, yeah, she'll be fired after this calm down. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I that's what my hunch is telling me. All right. Now, anybody else want to call in? We want to thank Chronicle Speaks. I know Chronicle Speaks, you getting it because I got into this story. I had to get my little lane in it. But nevertheless, I did get this story from Chronicle Speaks because I did watch her channel. She's one of the best. I really started to focus on her when she covered the Sweetie Pies case. I watched her covering that case. So I want to give her some credit on that. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Hi.
Wiley.
Hey.
So I had a 2 cents about this. I don't think Shirley Strawberry is that dumb. I don't think so. I think she's been in the business long enough and been around Steve long enough that she can be the one that they are using. Is she willing to take the fall because she took a deal behind the doors?
That could be a good theory though. I need to see what the money is because right now she homeless. Right now she lost her car.
Supposedly though. You don't
ain't no supposedly. It's all the doc. She lost everything. She lost everything.
But maybe they're gonna give it to her back.
We shall see.
Goes down.
I want to see about that. We should, because right now she lost her car. She got all them liens. She lost her house. She lost everything.
But think about it. I just can't see somebody that experienced in journalism, went to school for it, and they're gonna get on a recorded phone, knowing it don't take a rocket science. It says that it's recorded. I just can't see her being that dumb accidentally. I just can't fathom that.
When a woman is desperate for a man, you forget about your intelligence in school career-wise. There is plenty women that have successful careers, but look who they married to. Nikki married the R word, very, very successful. Holly Berry married weird people. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Kelly Rowland, very successful. She was getting her butt whooped by her man. So we can go on and on and on. Women are emotional, and sometimes men prey on that. You got to understand the type of woman Shirley is. She's on the clearance rack. Ain't no type of man want somebody in their mid to late 60s. Let's keep it real.
Don't say that.
It is what it is on the clearance rack, because clearly he used Shirley Strawberry for her wealth and for her popularity, because he cheated on her with a younger woman that he told that younger woman to pat her kitty cat and send him some pictures. He didn't say nothing about Shirley Strawberry. He was mean to Shirley on the phone, didn't care. Wow. He didn't tell her to pat that kitty cat because it's dry.
So let me ask you this. Are you saying that a man can get a woman at any age, but women have an expiration date?
Women have an expiration date. I'm sorry. Unless you just this powerful, wealthy woman like what was that, Madonna, but you're gonna get used. They only want you for your wealth, which she got her the new boyfriend Madonna got. He dumped her and started dissing her and started doing interviews and getting money. And now it's rumored that he's gonna write a book. So women do have an expiration date. They do have it. Unfortunately, they do. Especially if you're a woman that got a bunch of babies and you ain't got the wealth. If you ain't got it, you got an expiration date. I'm sorry. And it's even faster when you got a lot of children. You're going to get whatever you can get. It's whatever. You ain't going to get the top of the top unless you just get lucky. And man don't really have an expiration date unless they dead. But if you're a man with wealth and power, it's plenty men 80 and 90 getting it in. Because if you got wealth. But of course you're going to get, if you got wealth, whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to get whatever. You're going to pay for it. So, but for women that don't have it, women do have an expiration date. They do have it. I'm sorry.
So, but let me say this. This is what I find interesting. I find it interesting how somebody like Steve really thinks that he can get in this industry once he gets in and sees all that it is, and don't know that this day is coming. This day comes for everybody. What he's going through right now, everybody's days are numbered when you get in. Unless you're gonna be like Oprah and you just gonna keep your mouth closed and you're just gonna ride it all the way out no matter what the cost.
I
If you're
agree.
gonna say no, you're gonna say no. I don't understand how people get in this industry and really think they can have it. And they've seen so many fall. They know once they get in, they see why on the outside it looks like people are just dying, and they realize no, people ain't dying. They things are happening. Things are premeditated. Let's just say. So I don't understand why he thought he was exempt.
I don't know why they think it's exempt. And then also, Steve got to deal with his karma. A lot of things Steve did behind the scenes was ruthless. It was ruthless. How nasty he was with Bernie, how jealous he was of Bernie, and then etc. We can go on and on and on about Steve's behavior in the industry. And then also Steve probably, and this is one piece that I feel like kind of harmed him, is that he still feels some type of way of losing his talk show. And there was a reason why, because he wanted to own the show and pay the network just the license show, like a deal that Oprah had. I don't know all of the just whatever deal Oprah had, she was able to get all the money and then pay the network, and she keep all the profit. She pay her own payroll. She was her own boss, everything. She was.
Well, she did some, but there's reasons of how she got that and how she keeps that too. So it's always a cost to pay. And like I heard somebody say, they don't choose you. They choose you, who they want to be in and who they're gonna let in and how far they're gonna go. You don't get to choose them.
And then also, right? It's about different time, different place, different type of lawyers that you have at that different time. And a lot of times, people probably thought Oprah was going to fail, and she didn't. She succeeded, and she got a lot of wealth for that, and she retired on top. Steve tried it. He wanted complete control of the show. You understand, like the show that took Wendy. What was that? Wendy Williams. The guy, the Sherry. She don't own that show. Dermar Mercury owned it. Wendy Williams didn't own the Wendy Williams show. She didn't own the name. They owned the name.
So, but did Wendy own her name?
No.
But why would somebody let somebody? I just don't understand how they allow, because she appeared on TV, not to go off the merry-go-round, but she appeared on TV as if she was this smart woman, and then at the end to realize she didn't own nothing. It was like, are you really that dumb?
Most people, they get in there because they look at this, they don't look at the long-term effects until it's too late. Just like we had some of our colleagues, they went on HBO Max, didn't get a check, and they're bragging that it's in top 10, didn't get $1. Now, who's making all the money? HBO Max. You made nothing. Only thing that you got is the clout that I was in the top 10. But did you get a check? And it was only one white woman, Megan Cuna, because she asked. And you know what they gave that white woman? $500. Do you know how much HBO going to make off of that document with the subscription and all of that? Millions.
Well, why do people sell themselves like that? Are they really?
Because they sell themselves for clout. They sell themselves for clout, and they get this narrative that I'm going to do it in hopes of something bigger. But baby, that in hopes something may not never come. They said the same lie to these actors and actresses. Well, baby, we'll get them the next time. Baby, we're doing it, and that's why they on strike. They got all the clout, and some of them extras are fat, or they're poor, they're broke, they're evicted, they're losing their homes, etc. Because you can't pay your bills with clout. You can't pay your mortgage with clout.
You sure can't. I was getting ready to say that. I can't do nothing with clout. That don't feed me.
That don't feed you. So I think us as Black people, we got to stop looking at clout like, where's the income? Where's the money? Where's the moolah? And then if you're using my likeness and voice for your documentary, shouldn't I get paid residuals from me being on, as long as it's aired and I'm getting my fair share?
Right. But you know what I think? I used to all of this in social media has really changed things and exposed a lot of things that we didn't know before social media. And what I've come to realize is I'd rather work a 9 to 5 and have off time and do what I want to do when I'm not at work than to have an industry that owns my 24 hours. Because they're owned. They're not free. They're not free.
No.
They're
So
not free. They have somebody to tell them when to get up. It's almost like jail. They have somebody to tell them when to get up, when to go here, when to go there. What happened when you tell them no? Look at what happened to Monique when she tell them no, I'm not going to do that.
and look what happened. Look how her, okay, exactly. When she said no,
So
they
it doesn't
blackballed.
take to me, people chasing that industry. It's like you don't have no freedom. You have more freedom with a 9-to-5 than you do in that industry. That's my perspective.
And then also too, if you're an entrepreneur, because I'm not speaking for everybody, the true power is owning everything. Ownership.
Yes.
When you go back to slavery, the owners was mad because you wanted the slaves to be free, because if I don't own them, I won't be able to have these massive profits. It's ownership.
Right.
Ownership is the true key to complete freedom. I was watching the one of the most, he's the wealthiest African-American man in the country. He said, even though, and y'all know his name, post his name in the chat, I made $4 million as a fee doing these deals, but the company, this investment company, they made $400 million. He said, I'm on the wrong side of the tracks. So ownership is key. Like even Roland Martin, when he said something, it stuck to me to this day. He said, the reason I can move and say what I want to do is because I own my own stuff and I am debt free.
That's true.
When Roland Martin said that to me, I felt something in my spirit, because I never heard it. He said the reason why I'm able to say is because I'm debt free and I own everything. I own it. So it hit differently. I love that, man. That's powerful. When you can walk in a room when you own everything and you're debt free.
Right.
You walk
And I just want to say this, and then I'm gonna let somebody else go. I just want to say that I love your show.
Thank you.
I learn a lot from you, even with all the entertainment. You know who you are. You know what your strengths are. You know how to play your weaknesses to your advantage. You're very smart and under-detected. And I see you don't worry about it, and you're also inspiring and encouraging to me. So thank you so much for having your show.
I love when you said that. Because people, I love that. I love how you said it. Thank you, man, for calling. And did you enjoy that Chronicle Speaks came through? Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Right, you too. Bye-bye. Hello. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey, can you mute me in the back, ma'am? Because we live on the radio.
I got you.
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, this is Pearl.
Go ahead, Miss Pearl.
How you doing?
Bless.
I know you are. So am I. I was just only saying that when I was listening to the show on another blogger's thing, he was, to me now, it was like he was talking about all of y'all that was out here talking about him and his wife. But the thing about it, Steve got to understand that he's an entertainer. He's up there in Hollywood, just like your friend Cardi B. You don't want nobody talking about you, get out the business. Get out the business. Because people going to talk. And when you do things to people, your karma is coming. That's all I was saying.
I agree. I feel like I tell even some bloggers, they can't handle criticism. I'm like, baby, and you want success that comes with the naysayers. There's nobody in here that is a public successful public in the public eye that ain't being talked about.
That's right. And if you can't deal with it, don't become famous.
Period. Just be behind the scene, somewhere in the dark. They got because they got the true power. You ain't got to worry about it. Because we don't talk about the people that control these networks. Where's the owner that owns Spectrum or owns Spectrum and they didn't want to give a deal to Disney? Where they own that? You don't see the pictures of these people. So my thing is that with these black entertainers, in particular, this is a black show, they be like, stop talking about me. God don't like ugly. You gonna be talk. They talked about Jesus. If anybody should have been exempt of being talked about, would have been Jesus Christ. He was perfect. And he got talked about.
Exactly. And there's nobody out here greater than he is.
Yeah. So I don't understand what people coming to this internet space want to be exempt from being talked about. Everybody would love everybody singing their prayer, but that's not real life.
No, it's not. Anybody can get on that platform and say anything. Is it true? We don't know unless you're there, talking to that person and you're in, like you said, we're on the outside looking in. We can only speculate. But they know a lot of that stuff be true. They just be shamed for what they done and how they done treated people. But like I said, I don't feel sorry for Steve. I don't feel sorry for Margie. But who I do feel sorry for is Shirley Strawberry. Because like the other lady said, she's going to be the one to take the blunt of this. And do I think they're going to fire her? No, I do not think they're going to fire her. I may be wrong. But Shirley Strawberry, that Strawberry letter is a part of the Steve Harvey morning show. So I don't think they're going to get rid of her. I really don't, because she's part of their brand.
Okay.
That's why a lot of
people... I feel your point on that. And then also for me also too, is I feel sorry because if these allegations is true, I feel sorry for the victims, right?
Yeah.
As well with Shirley that the children, the animals, because they're innocent in this situation. Anytime somebody was violated in that sense, I feel sorry for them if these rumors are true. This situation is very, very, very disturbing because now people is just like, everybody is just going through the mess and people dragging Steve and then Steve have to be dragged because he came and said, you got to be careful pretending to be this powerful relationship when your relationship's been crumbling and divorce all the time. You got to be careful when you put on that pedestal when your closet is dirty.
And I used to, when Steve came out with that book, I loved it. I was listening, but then I started listening to Geneva's Closet. And when she revealed that book that Terry Smith had did, I said, oh, no, I can't listen to him. He don't know. He's a cheater. He's a pathological liar. I can't listen to him.
Allegedly.
No, I better go just trust in God and, pray about... I'm a married woman. I've been married. Me and my husband been together 20-some years.
Congratulations.
And I just trust in God, who's the head of our household. But for us listening to somebody, no, a person can put anything in a book. You better read your good Bible and pray to the Master, because that's who's going to give you the answers you need. You're not going to get anything from these Hollywood stars or anybody. Better trust in God and not in man. And that's all I got to say on that note.
All right. You better praise him.
Hey, have a good day, Wiley.
All right. You too, Mel.
All right.
Bye-bye. Okay. All right. The number is, let me put the number back on the screen here, because we got y'all calling in and everything. I see y'all calling in today. I like it. Y'all say I look good in the scrubs. We got a little story time about that. But nevertheless, I just want to get into this tea real. I couldn't wait. I had to get into quick, fast, because the thought, because I hear Chronicle Speaks in my head. I hear her in my head. That's a beautiful woman. I love her voice. Hey, Basha, no. Oh, my God. I love her voice. And that woman, anytime, I'm from the slow class, I was in special ed, she would be an amazing special ed teacher because she's simple, she clear and precise. She makes a little commentary, little jokes that and a person like myself that is slow, that could understand I was in special ed. So she would make an amazing special ed teacher because number one, she breaks it down for the slow people like myself. You know, according to the Chicago public school system, I was technically special ed. I was a little special, but they don't say slow. They said I'm special. All right. For all the special people, she definitely break it down for me. All right. Okay, let me answer this other call that called in. Oh, wow. Okay, let me call them back. And because we will call you back if you know, so we will call you back on this show. I don't think Shirley will be happy to let us right. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show. How you doing?
Hey, Wiley.
Hi.
Let me tell you now, Steve could have kept that show to himself this morning, and he really pissed me off because he didn't answer really not one question. And he had Shirley. He had that lady sitting up there looking like a plum fool, and I don't care what nobody say. This woman was sitting up here nervous, could barely get her words out, sound like she wanted to cry, embarrassed, and he put her on display for everybody to continue to judge. And the thing that gets me is she kept saying, well, Steve, you know, I didn't mean to, you know, put any more on you and Marjorie. Y'all out with it, what y'all got going on, and y'all already got stuff going. What the hell they got going on is what I want to know, because he didn't address it. He didn't address it at all. So
They didn't address it.
He didn't address it. He sitting up there, me and my girl, good, no y'all ain't, because this woman is almost 60, 70 years old, 80 years old. She already, you know, going through a lot. She done lost almost everything she got. Y'all got her up here trying to spin the story and spin a lie, and she can't keep it together. You lying, talking about y'all ain't playing this. Yes, the hell you did, because you had to get her together so she knew what to say. She still messed up.
She still
told her.
Yeah.
She still messed up because she still told us y'all already going through stuff. I want to know what y'all going through.
That's the key. That's the big key. Like Shirley can't keep. She's crumbling. Like she can't. She's number one. She's embarrassed for the daughter.
She's embarrassed
because it's a track. If this is true, that means her grandchildren could be potential victims in this. Her daughter's a potential victim. It's just sad. Shirley just going through because I felt like she cried before this episode. Like she's stressed and depressed. Now everybody knows about you.
She didn't want to get up there. She had to. And the only reason Steve wanted her to do it is because now people are talking. See, people been talking about him and Marjorie. Yeah. That was the body of it, right? Shirley gave it legs and it started walking. So now we got to talk about this now because you done sitting up here telling folks that I'm scared of my wife and I'm wheezing going up and down the stairs, and we need to talk about this because now this thing getting legs and it's walking. Shut the hell up, Steve. We know what y'all got going on. You lying, got this old woman up here stressing. She already stressing. And now you got this woman up here trying to keep up with your lies, apologizing to you when I don't see too much she said bad about them except for the fact that Marjorie running the show.
Yes, and we knew, but we can tell that. I just think
with the
celebrities, they get mad when you put their personal business out. They don't, even though
they might as well stay on, man. They better be glad ain't nobody come and checking for me like that, because they'll be super mad at me. Because listen, it's okay when it's other people. It's okay when it's other people being talked about, but when it's you and your business, it's a problem. Baby, take it in the place like everybody else take it.
Just like Wendy Williams, she didn't want to divorce her husband. She was mad that Daily Mail put it out. She would have still kept her husband if it went out publicly that he had a side baby.
Now, this is an unpopular opinion. Wendy probably should have stayed with that man, because when they divorced, Wendy went down. Her health and mental declined terribly. I could say Kevin probably wasn't any good for Wendy in a certain sense, but it's like he kept her grounded with her career. Because after that, she just went off the radar.
Because again, you start listening to you let the court of public opinion, your career destroy your. If you don't want to let your husband go, don't let him go. Don't do that just to appease the public.
Don't let him. Listen, you go through that in your household. If you want to be, people call it a fool, be whatever you want. If it makes you happy, let it make you happy. Can't nobody tell me I don't care. Listen, if this something I want, this something I'm going to get and I'm going to have. if it makes me feel good. I can care less about what other people say.
Exactly.
If I look stupid, let me look stupid. Because if they look stupid,
then she said,
they look stupid.
Then she said, we're gonna I'm gonna get a divorce. Okay. Now that's gonna be more tea, because what are you gonna put in the divorce decree? What are you gonna put in it?
The thing about it, why are you getting divorced now if these calls was made a year ago?
So that's what
why you getting divorced now, baby?
You don't want to. I don't think she want to divorce her husband. She's being forced to save her public image. She don't want to divorce that man. She still love him. She still love him.
He got to be shaming himself. Now put this lady out there. Let people talk. And then calling people bottom feeders. Well, did he call them bottom feeders or foot drafters?
He was going in. Steve was going, and I like Shirley Strawberry, because even when Steve had to go left, Shirley pulls him in. I like that dynamic, but it's destroyed. That dynamic, it ain't gonna never be the same, because he ain't gonna be able to trust her.
Never. It ain't even about him not trusting her. Now, Marjorie, really, you really can't come.
Yeah, that's done.
You really can't come around Marjorie.
She's not gonna get invited to the Christmas party.
Oh, she was never invited. She had to go to that house when that lady wasn't there. Now you really can't come around. And she really don't want you at that radio station. But Steve Fabian, he better stop. And before Marjorie kick his out of his own radio station, now they better get it together. Steve ought to be shamed for what he did to that woman this morning.
He forced that. It was rushed, because I can tell it was rushed. They put the flyer out. He did it for his own greed, and she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. She was not ready.
Kept playing all them commercials.
They did.
Mr. Clean, keep it out.
They did.
You need to talk, Mr. Clean.
Baby, they did.
We don't want to hear all these commercials.
I was like, damn, can we get to the tea? They had so many breaks, so many music breaks. I mean, they milked the hell out of this strawberry letter.
They milked it, and still ain't give us nothing. The only thing I got out of it is Shirley say, y'all got problems. Yeah. Y'all got issues, and you don't want to talk about it. But back there is when it's gonna hit the fan. And when it do, he gonna break. He gonna the same way Shirley breaking now. That man is gonna break and crumble, and everything he did to his ex-wife gonna come back and gonna bite him clean where he sit, and he deserve it.
Yeah, this I will tell you this. I want to say thank you to Chronicle Speaks. Thank you to Shirley Shore, because this lit a fire under my butt to get into this vintage tea, this clearance rack tea. This tea is just good. It's old, but it's good. There's some good tea. Like this story is so juicy. It's just like, now I'm gonna keep watching Steve Harvey show. I'm gonna look and see their dynamic. I may just start reviewing the Steve Harvey. I never start reviewing radio show, but this just I gotta see how this dynamic gonna play out in the upcoming days, because this is gonna be woo. And then now you got EC Berry, that crazy nutcase. Then you got her. This is just giving them all the ammunition it is to take down Steve. But I'm saying to myself, is who sent them? Somebody powerful did it. Because not the average person get access to them prison tapes. Because we still didn't hear R. Kelly tapes. Remember R. Kelly talking to his people with broken English, and we still didn't hear like them tapes. Like the recording.
You know, I've been following this while, because it's crazy. Because Steve, you should have just stayed quiet.
You should have stayed quiet. You made this story go more viral. Because I can guarantee you, most of them folks on that radio show did not know nothing about this. I can guarantee you that. They like, what? Marge, what? What did you hear about Shirley Strawberry?
You know what else got me? What else got me? While Shirley was, trying to get on through her little speech and say what she got to say. Time in, whatever the people name is, they was up there, we wanted to say something and we care, Shirley. When Steve got the line, them folks shut up. Them folks ain't say nothing. They went backing him up. They went trying to, y'all good. We know y'all happy. Them people sitting up there scared for their job, can't say nothing, because Marjorie gonna have take everybody out from that radio station. Got to sit there and listen to this nonsense. He pissed me off with this.
It's a lot, because then now you got Marjorie's husband or ex-husband wrote a book called Snakes in the Grass. I'm waiting for my copy, because I got to read this book, because something is going. And remember, something flaky of the power of the Harveys. they said they took down his book from Amazon. He couldn't host it on Amazon, so he had to host it on his website. So, because at first it was, I pre-ordered on Amazon. I get my money back, say that the book not coming out.
And I wonder why.
So it's something. So when they did that, at first I'm like, well, I ain't gonna play this book no mind, whatever. But since they did that, I'm really gonna look into that book. I gotta read it now. Because why did y'all take it off of Amazon?
A little off topic. I'm a little ashamed of myself. Wow, that's a nice looking old man. I ain't got no business looking at that man. That was a very handsome man.
And the voice. Get into the voice too. Somebody sent me a link. A link. He got woo-wee. Back in the day, if he got that swag now, like just a.
Well, I wanted to review that interview so bad, I said, but I ain't gonna do it because I ain't got no business wanting to say the things I want to say. This is a nice.
That suit like he smelled good, like a cigar and old spot. That man got a swag.
You see how he got up and walked off? He was getting stuff for Tasha. I don't know where he got up. I'm saying he got a nice little walk on him. Look at him. That's a nice looking man, right?
That's a nice looking man. Like, could you imagine how he was back in his youth? Man,
crazy.
This man could go on tour, and this is why I wish that he had like a better publishing house. It's probably hard for him to get it because Steve Harvey won't allow it. Because he could have a good. I would love to him read that book in an Audible book, because his voice is amazing. I love his voice.
He's so smooth.
He's a very smooth talker, like major. So I watched that interview on her app. Like that interview is so underrated. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
That was a good interview. It really was. Steve is a hater. That's a hey man. Steve is a hater.
He got that evil. Ooh. He got that evil. So
him and Brian been not in the same boat with me. And I used to love Brian. Anybody that'll throw their children away and adopt new children that don't belong to them, look like them. Anybody that'll do that, they can't be trusted in no way, shape, form, or fashion. No way for both of them women to drag them and throw them up under the bus. And you know what? It's gonna be city girls, city aunties up 50,000 points because you throw away your biological children for children that don't look like you, wouldn't associate with you if you were broke. Oh, these some pitiful men.
It is.
I ain't playing with you today, Wiley. I had to call you. Because I said, Lord, before I go ahead and do my review, I'm going to call Wiley because I need to talk to him.
Yeah.
He pissed me off this morning, baby.
Yeah, love you. Thank you, calling, sister. Thank you.
All right. Oh, I'm going to get back in the bushes, baby.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right. I think it was like, ooh, wow, we got more callers? Y'all are calling in. Let me get some more callers in. I love it. Man. I'm ordering my book. Hello? You live on the Wiley Show. How you doing?
Hey, thank you for having me, brother. And if you could, put your cash out in the chat, so I can send you a couple of bucks. I just want to say my little piece. I don't think anything that was wrong with just what happened on Shirley's part. The reality is, Shirley couldn't say everything because he's about to have open cases and she's going to be a witness in these cases. So she can't it's certain things that she couldn't say. I know everybody, what the lady say, we want all the tea. She cannot do that. You know what I mean? Like, because she's going to end up being a witness in these cases. And she probably already been advised by great lawyers. She was only speaking on the relationship part of it. You know what I mean? Now, I think Steve did lay her out a little bit. If you want to say that, I would agree with that. But as far as what Shirley did, to have that type of heart, I got to give that sister a hand because it take big nuts. To do something like that, it's obviously we ain't seen his paperwork yet, but if you ever been to jail, he gonna have to PC up. If if some of the charges is what they were talking about on the phone, he gonna have to PC up. He ain't gonna be able to jail in Fulton. Never. He got the PC up. And that was my piece, brother. That's all I had to say.
Because, like, for me, with this case, and she will be called as a witness, I just think Steve still don't love her. Because why would you bring Shirley on knowing that this is an open case? That's dangerous.
Well, the thing is, Shirley had a little hell to pay too.
Okay.
You know, because you got to realize he is the money bags. You know what I'm saying? And if you say something, and Steve spoke on it, he said, he said, I want to let y'all know this was like over a year ago, so I'm not holding that against her. She apologized to me. She apologized to Marjorie. Shit. You done been with a lot. My brother be over here sometimes like, damn, I wish this motherfucker go home. Sometimes it be one day, you know what I'm saying, that you just don't feel like dealing with that person. But that was a private conversation, bro. She didn't expect, if I say some shit about my brother, I don't really I hate him or something like that. It's just like, sometimes you might just annoy me that day. You know what I mean? Or that week or whatever. My brother stayed over just recently for Labor Day. And I'm like, damn, this ain't went home yet. And so that was in jest, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Shirley wasn't wrong for nothing she actually did, but that is her boss. So you do gotta fix that. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what she did. And nobody can blame her for that. Shirley probably making at least probably $250,000 a year. You think I ain't finna get on the radio and apologize over $250,000 a year? Shit. Fuck that.
Because my thing, this whole entire situation, it is sad because if these allegations true, that means some children lives are destroyed and animal life is destroyed because
I have no love for him at all. I support Steve because he's a brother, but I ain't a big fan of Steve Harvey because he done made moves in the past that I wasn't necessarily cool with. You know what I mean? Like, it's receipts out on him for different stuff, but that don't got nothing to do. I'm talking about Shirley. That's what I'm talking about at the moment. I want to comment on what Shirley did. She did what she had to do, but she couldn't put everything out there like that because now, when she said that they took her stuff, that means that that's evidence, bro.
That means he did something in that car. That means
he did something in the car, in the house. They taking all the clothes. If he was a security guard or whatever, they want all of that. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what happened. That's what I'm saying. So we have to wait till that come out, to see everything. But her lawyers, if they are smart, probably advise her. Don't speak on that situation. Just speak on the Steve situation.
And see, Shirley, she's in the public eye, and she the wink link, baby.
I tell you this. I bet Steve give her a bonus because I bet you right now, every line was lit. The radio show was lit. The internet is lit. Whatever he might have took in pride, he gonna make that back 10 times in money. I guarantee. Because
I haven't listened to a Steve Harvey show in years, and I'm listening. So I'm retired military. I'm a house husband, so this is what I do. I'm retired, so I be on the here. I'm like, well, let me see who on there talking about something, and who ain't got too many people in the room, so I can call in and say something. Because I'm telling you, man, this show. He got the people called in like that. I'm telling you, like, man, and they did it. It was smart for them producers because they be like, "Hey, we about to on this."
If I'm producing that, we putting that show out there. we going live. Yeah, we are going live. There's no way you wouldn't do that. You already know how much money you gonna make. Whatever they had before, and Steve Harvey gets great ratings anyway.
Absolutely.
I guarantee his ratings was triple, bro.
It's triple.
Because now it's just like when you watching boxing. Sometimes you have casual fans in boxing, but once you bring the masses in, that's where the real money come from, and that's what just happened. And I don't blame Shirley
because because with this situation now, the trial that is so much that people are interested in this case.
Right.
Also, the bloggers is helping it as well. It feeds the ecosystem, and that radio show is in so many. It's a national show. I'm in Chicago. He's based out of LA, and I was able to listen. The beauty of iHeart, everybody can listen around the world. Bro,
we was just on the phone last night, and I was in the room last night for 3 hours over Polite. And Polite ain't, he ain't known outside of the black community like that. This is a nationwide show. You know what I'm saying? Shirley finna get GoFundMe's. She finna get support to the maximum degree because she deserves it. Shirley didn't deserve that. You heard the phone calls. You know what I'm saying?
Dude got a book deal. She gonna get a book out of this.
Oh, it's gonna be a book deal. You might even be able to do what? Think like a man, act like a woman, 3 or 4. You might get 2 movies off this thing. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. I'm saying, Steve, and that might have been strategic when you think about it. Him as a producer, Steve been in the entertainment business for a long time. So he know how to leverage, buzz. And this is major buzz. And that's all I got, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
All good. Put your cash app in the chat.
All right, I'm gonna post it again, and I'm gonna thank you, sir.
All right, brother.
All right, now. All right. Man, I'm telling y'all right then and there, the people is calling in today. We got another call. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, what's going on?
Doing good.
That's good. That's good. This is Moon Goddess 777.
Welcome.
Okay, yeah. Y'all having a juicy conversation about Steve and Mrs. Strawberry and everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think Steve. Okay, I really feel like they've been having an open relationship, or this cheating thing been going on, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we know it's Hollywood, and we know that these people have, several relationships and stuff. But based on how the public receives it, I think they are weaponizing the information that's being leaked. Because you notice, if something will come out about Steve, and then something will come out about Majority. So it's like they in competition to see how we digest this as the public. Because I think they're trying to ease out of this relationship. But Steve is in a bad place because he probably don't have a prenup. He's adopted those kids and stuff. And he's probably gotten to the age where he's like, well, I done messed up with Mary and the rest of them. And I don't want to go through this with this one because, she going to be ferocious on him, So he probably like, I'm going to let her kind of have her way. And we just, ease out of this peacefully. But I think Steve really want to be with somebody else. I really do.
Yeah,
I think Steve.
And also that could be true, too, because with Marjorie Harvey in this situation, she's powerful. And she ain't stupid.
She is.
And she's going to take up everything he got. She know everything.
Hell yeah, that's a lion Libra. She's not stupid. She's a kingpin. Remember that she had to be smart to get out of stuff she got out of. So she ain't dumb, no. And she's beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, I don't.
Marjorie Harvey. I would say also too, you got Lori Harvey that's powerful. So he changed their name, so it would look bad for his image. They would turn against Steve.
He gotta play nice and use honey. He gotta be sweet. It don't matter. He really do, because my family member was in a situation like this, and he didn't have a prenup, and I had to do the distribution of property. I had to actually be like his attorney and his nurse. Well, his wife was trying to take everything. I'm talking about she was trying to take the house that his mother and father left him. She was almost about to do it because she had such a good attorney. Well, we had to hire private investigators. See, in the state that he was in, you got to know the laws. It's good to know the politics of marriage and everything. It's good to really be aware. So we had to actually hire a private investigator to get him out of there. He lost not only almost had to pay alimony for he didn't even have any children with his woman. He was about to have to pay alimony, and he was also about to lose his mother and father's house and half of his income until he proved that she was actually cheating. But see, in this state, if you add these how the laws get you. And this particular state that my family member was in, if you are at a man's house consecutively for 5 days straight, even if you don't stay overnight, that's considered cheating. Even if that's your cousin, it can be your first or second cousin. It's still considered cheating in this state. So that's where we got that bitch at. We got her with that because she wasn't as smart as she thought. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
And she was really messing with her cousin. The guy she was claiming was her cousin, but that was her lover. But we got her ass because she didn't read in between the black and white lines. We had, because when I do a case with somebody like that, I read everything. Like, I do this. This is what I do too. I have little side hustles. But yeah, we got her ass. She didn't get shit. But the majority ain't gonna be that easy because that bitch smart. She gonna know the rules and regulations and everything and what she need to be doing to secure her bag. Huh?
What's her name again?
What's her name? Majority. Who? Who name? I can't tell you these people's name that I handle the cases for. No, hell no, I can't tell you that. That woman name. I can't tell you that. Because the man was my client. You smart. See, you tried to get me when I was doing that interview. You a trip, buddy. But look, yeah, I can't. Because I can't. That was a client. I had to advise the attorneys and all that. Yeah, I do this. This is what I do. But I made it so that she didn't get nothing because let me tell you what she was doing. She was saying they had been married for 10 years. She said they had been married for 10 years, which they were married. But she had a few boyfriends the whole time, and she was actually leaving him in his mother and father's house for 30 days. Now, he's a veteran. He's an older man. He's a veteran. So she was leaving him in the house for 30 days and coming back to get the chick. And I proved that she was not consecutively staying with him and consummating the marriage. I made the attorneys and the judge see that there were breaks in that 10 years where that helper wasn't there like that. She just come get the money and going on about her business and leave him by herself. You know what I'm saying? But she had her lawyers, which she had some good ass lawyers now. She was paid about $20,000 for her lawyers. She took his money and paid for it. Yeah. So I made it look like it were gaps in there. That's what killed the case. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, baby.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. Hey, you mute me?
Hey, Wiley.
Hey, can you mute me in the back, caller? Just mute me in the back. All right. There we go. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, Wiley.
All right.
What's going on? How you doing there?
Doing great.
Okay, let me unmute you again because I think on TV. All right, there you go. Hear me now? I'm sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, what I want to say is, Steve is a very dirty person. Let me explain why he's dirty and he's going to get what he's going to get. Because, first of all, Steve did that other wife really, 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 really wrong. But Marjorie, let me say, I'm from Memphis. Women from Memphis are plotters. You know what I'm saying? Marjorie is a really smart woman. Anytime you can get a man successful like Steve to marry you without a prenup, okay? Get him to change her kid's name to Harvey. And also,
hello? Did he hang up? Wait a minute, let me get him back on. Wait. Hope his phone didn't die. What the world? There we go.
Hello?
Yeah, you back because it dropped. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My phone was up.
Okay.
Yeah, but get him to change your kid's name to Harvey. You are a person who sits down and plots. First of all, Steve didn't even raise his own kids. First of all, how you go into getting some kids by Margie and making these kids like these are your biological kids when these are not your biological kids? If I was his children, I would absolutely feel some type of way about that because they send out on time. You treat Lori like she's the princess. Your daughters are just, they've already said they really feel some type of way about that. On top of that, I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm confused. That man, he's going to get it. That's all I'm going to say. Have a good day, Wiley.
All right. That's so good. Man, when you got some good premium, because she came in and changed the way Steve looked. I ain't mad at you. Man, okay, it's one more person that called in. Man, won't he do it? Man, his real kids do feel away. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, well, I ain't gonna keep you long. I'm at work.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
Have you ever stopped to think that maybe it could be Steve Harvey's son that's behind this, the one that he supposedly beat and left and moved to Dubai? Has anybody ever stopped to think about that? Because I mean, the boy left the whole country to get away from his father. And I'm quite sure he does want to come back to the States. And the only way to do that is to destroy his father so his father won't have the power to destroy him.
I don't think it's a son. Nope.
You don't?
No, ma'am. This is a business that went left. Somebody powerful. Because he said the devil. This ain't somebody in his family. This somebody above that. Steve know it. And I'm going to do some more research on this story. And please, sir, it's a man that's behind it. Powerful. He watching the Wiley Show. Call me and let's talk. And send me the information of what Steve told you. No. Somebody powerful sent that information. That's what I'm on. It wasn't no son. No,
Wiley.
Small pebbles. It's somebody white. That's all I'm gonna say right there. White. You never seen a white.
But they could all be working together because, like, the information that's
he can use a son, but
very
I'm talking about
personal.
white. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So like they could all be working together because according to like what Essie Barrett, but I mean his children don't like him.
I understand that, but the children ain't got the type of power. The person that is up there, they could use the children, but again, I'm talking about this person up top that we do not see. And you don't know because we don't know the name, but but Steve know it. But I knew it. The one that he kept saying the devil. Look at the timing. Whoever paid this tape, because again, R. Kelly tapes haven't been released. His prison phone calls haven't been released. Somebody powerful with the jail is connected with somebody powerful in the industry. Leak the tapes. You cannot tell me that why haven't R. Kelly tapes been released? Where's his prison tapes? Again, this is somebody, Steve, he pissed off somebody so powerful that they got connections in the county jail. All the recordings. So and I know we love to call it the Illuminati. So let's just give it that. Because we're gonna call in the name. But I'm not gonna call, I'm gonna look what in the scripture. It's evil in high places. Because the Bible don't call it. He just said it's wickedness and high. Let's call what it is. Wickedness. You know, they love to get wicked a new name because it sounds, Illuminati. Wicked. There's somebody that you do that as somebody powerful. Because you got to understand, some wealth, some temptation we will never be tempted with. When Jesus was tempted, he was tempted with having the world. We would never be tempted with that type of power. We'd be tempted of a woman eating that yoni that ain't your wife, But I'm talking about some type of way, positions of the type of temptations is totally different. Something with Steve pissed off somebody powerful and they're taking him down. I won't be shocked that a Me Too comes up about Steve Harvey. Because that's going to be next. No. I won't be surprised.
Oh, that's next.
Steve pissed somebody off so powerful. They leaking I keep saying 911. They're leaking the jail hall phone in an open case. This is an open, listen to me, you guys, a open case. He have not been charged. He have not been convicted. This is an open case. And you hear 9, that means the prosecutors don't even know that this is going. This is above them because they need to know how did this get released? How did this? Who released? Who? And that's the bigger story that could potentially win you an Emmy. Who? Well, you probably won't win an Emmy because the person that probably released that owned that too. So wherever it is, that's somebody powerful that did that because they sat on that and waited. Until Steve did that, then let's drop it. It's some more drops that's gonna happen. This is just the beginning of the downfall of Steve Harvey. I understand that they said anybody can get a job. No, I'm saying this in this particular situation, Steve got a bigger problem, and he know it because he kept saying, "Look how they released it. They waited because anybody could have requested it, correct? But why haven't it came out last year?" It's coming out a whole year later. That's to me, Steve pissed somebody off. And he know it, and he calling it the devil. But I want to know what's that devil name, so I know not to piss that person off. That's all I want to know. Tell me who his name is. Who did you say no to? Who did you forgot to get on your knees to and open up them cheeks?
Okay, Wiley, I can't say I'm at work like I said.
Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted you to think about that.
I understand.
Okay.
Because y'all keep saying it was who did he say no to? That's what I want to know. Who did he refuse to open up them cheeks to? This is pure evil. Maybe it was the sun. It ain't the sun. No, this power above the sun. He refused. Who did he refuse to get them cheeks up to? Who did he refuse to get that bread basket up to? This is some powerful stuff. That tape was taped last year. She was famous last year. You weren't worried about it last year. Some that Steve did, they trying to destroy him. And he know it. Because he kept saying it. This happened last. He kept relaying this happened last year. Y'all, this is so calculated. He's speaking about something that's above us. We got to go above this. Something going on with Steve. All right, pal. He released to get that bread basket. I don't know. I'm just saying. He pissed somebody off. And it could be God that you pissed off. Because we serve a jealous God. Playing with the Lord. Talking about you so holy, ain't really holy. You got to be careful playing with that. Saying that you so sanctified, holy, but you still cuss, you still do all. Got to be careful. I don't know. Again, to the people that pay, I got bipolar. I'm a YouTuber. I'm trying to make ends meet. I filed bankruptcy back in the bankruptcy. And that's it. So, listen, player. I'm just doing a little entertainment. All right? All right. But nevertheless, it's going to be some more drama about Steve. And I'm going to buck about Steve. I'm actually happy to happen because it's giving us some good ratings. So keep on, Steve. Messing up your bag. Anyway, nevertheless, anybody else want to call in? Anybody else want to call in? Let me put my Cash App up because, again, I am here. I have supposed to went to work today, and then it was supposed to, I went to fill out some paperwork. They don't pay that much an hour. But nevertheless, I went anyhow and do it look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Got a haircut, fresh on a beautiful journey right now, drinking water and everything else. Feel pretty good. Had a weekend of boom, 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 and got a little doo-doo-doo, a little doo-doo. It was a mess, but nevertheless, it's a brand new day. And my members know, because we broke it down with my members, but we're not going to spill over there. Over here, Celebrity Gossip members, I go deeper into what I'm going through my personal life. But nevertheless, we here. And I thank God we are here. And God is so good. And he's worthy to be praised. Because if I go through a hell thing, I'm going to request prayer. I ain't stupid. Because if God won't do it, it won't get done. If God won't do it, it won't get done. It's going to take a miracle from God and let God handle it. And I'm going to keep on doing what I got to do. Praise him. Oh, Basha, no. But nevertheless, he's working it out, okay, for us. And we thank him for that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I had to clear out. I said, wait a minute. Let me start drinking some water. Let me be more clear-minded. Praise God. But nevertheless, we here. We had a good show, but it was a time over there, baby. And I had only thing I could have called for is request prayer. Hey, that's the only thing I could ask for. I can go in detail. Just pray. It's a mess. Pray. That's it. That's all I can do. All I can type. Pray. That's it. Because some situations ain't nothing I can do. Pray. Go on a fast. Detox. Pray. That's it. And move on. That's it. And keep doing my show. And then but I did talk about it with my members. We went members only, and we talked about it with my members. So they get the inside scoop because the members said, this is what they pay for. So the members are like the exec. So I let y'all know y'all pay for this. But I know the Bible said praying and fasting equals good results. Praying and fasting equals good result. Praying and fasting equals. So I'm in that zone of my life. So that's it. So I said, went on, let me get me a piece of fruit. Let me drink some water. Let me go on. I ain't gonna eat no junk food. And that's it. And I'll move on. Because I'm in the type of life, I'm a leader, have a company that is in need of growth and growing. We just had a little bit more growth than last month. So that's what I'm on. And I'm not going to get distracted by the enemy. The enemy would try. And so nevertheless, I'm not going to let that distract. It's a distraction to stop you from doing what you're doing. Because when you're trying to break something, and I got to say this, I'm going to preach for a little second. Give me about 5 minutes. When you're trying to break a generational curse of poverty, a generational curse of depression, and breaking the generational curse of trauma, you will get resistance because they don't want you. They want you to stay there. But when you on that mode, you got to keep moving. And so thank God for that. And thank God I can get people that came through and pray and it's working. So somebody is praying and it's working and working for my good and for my family good. And I do want to thank you. Still gonna make y'all entertained. And look at God. We had Chronicle Speaks to come on the show. She never came on the Wiley Show. She came on again. Next thing you know, we're gonna have dinner together, eat dinner, and talk about different type of shows. She came on right then and there. We're gonna go to a nice, beautiful steak restaurant in honor of Miss Strawberry. And for dinner, we can have a strawberry cake or some strawberry. Look at God. One of the top Black YouTubers came on the show on that day, and look at the hell that we had to go through on the weekend. Now, what if I would have gave up doing that weekend? I want to be able to have a dialogue with Chronicle Speaks. I wouldn't have had no dialogue with Chronicle Speaks, but it's distraction. And somebody else gonna hit that link, just like Steve or somebody else powerful gonna hit that link. Steve or Miss Strawberry, somebody gonna hit it that's powerful and take it to the next level. So that I know I can't be going through this hell for nothing. It's a change but to happen. So I said, wait a minute, let me go on a fast and just drink plenty of water, all the food, the Sprites. I used to eat all that bad stuff. So let me just end that. I got to go on a fast because this is a spiritual thing that I'm trying to break. When you're trying to have your breakthrough, you're going to get some resistance because, that spirit of poverty, it's a spirit want to keep you there. Right. And poverty is connected to trauma. It's connected to dysfunction. And when you're trying to be one of the ones in your family to break that, you're going to get some resistance. So you got to break through that with good tools and different things. And praise God that we are going through our breakthrough. We ain't all the way there yet, but we going through it. All right. But nevertheless, because we have goals. All right. I know some people say, but write it down. We done wrote it down, dream about it, put it on books, put it on white walls, put it all in the heart, having dream. It's already been written. My future have already been written before I was. You better come on before I was born. It's already been written. So you can add on to keep reading, but it's been written. It's in my heart. It's in your mindset. It's in me. It's in my oars. When I wake up, I'm thinking about it every day. You thinking about it. You ain't got to keep it. Well, get a piece of paper. Or you can put on 50 pieces of paper. But you see it. You visual. You can see it. And most people, they don't see what I see because it ain't your vision. It ain't your goals. It is not your dreams, right? So I know what the journey that I'm on. And thank God that we have a show that is growing. And I thank you because I remember last month, we took a big hit financially on this show. I mean, hit. We made more this month than we did last month. Not a break-in but it was growth. So some of the strategy we did from last month to this month actually worked. We looked at the numbers. So only thing we got, okay, guys, and then we keep on having a show like we did today. Is even going to be greater than last month. Praise Him. All right. But nevertheless, I thank y'all so very much. It says, seek to know the truth, even if it's not what you have been taught. This is the era of knowing. Yes, it's the fast. It has started. Hey, you see the different change in me. All right. You can see it unless you're blind. Hey, I see y'all. Anybody else want to call in? Let me put my Cash App up. But nevertheless, we went to this new place, and nevertheless, we went there, and we loved. Shout out to the beautiful staff that was there, those beautiful people. Went there, beautiful. PRN, beautiful. I love working. I love working in healthcare. Beautiful. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love healthcare. I love taking care of people. I love it. I am a caring person. Not only do I take care of people at job, I take care of a person at home where I reside. So I love it. I love taking care of people, because when you take care of the elderly and treat them right, you're going to be rewarded for that. God look at that when you taking care of a person that needs you and you do it well. All right. God look at that. All right. You lay that up when you do stuff like that. And I love it. And it keeps you grounded when you see, when you're taking care of people that need you and you do it right. Right. It's a challenge. It ain't gonna be easy, but it's good to do it, because those, it's good to do that. I thank him for that. So that's I had on my scrubs. Not only I was doing work, but I was doing personal work and then job work. Betty, I just need some more scrubs, because it was like scrubs, nevertheless. And I was talking to a person at my job. She said, "Why don't you become a nurse?" Now, I never thought about becoming a nurse. Never. And usually I move a little slow and everything working in timing. We was at the nursing station. She said, "Why don't you become a nurse and do nursing? Be a nurse. We need more male nurses." I said, "Maybe I'm going to look into it. And if it's meant for me to do it, it's going to work." Because like when I was at a job, I can't put these job names out because I got coworkers watching me right now. I can't put no jobs out. I ain't going to put their name out. Hold on. Let me take you. I was at a job and I was working as a janitor. And I was vacuuming, throwing out trash. I was so well with the residents, helping them get in the car, helping them get the wheelchair to back into the facility. And I didn't know nothing about CNA. I knew that they were taking care of it. I just didn't know the title of it. And then one day, I was in the supportive living and the concierge. I didn't know what a concierge is. I'm like, what is that? A reception, but they don't call it reception. They said the concierge, bougie. So the concierge said to me directly, she said, "Why don't you become a CNA?" I said, "CNA, what is that?" "Oh, so good." I was like, "Oh, okay." So mind you, I finally get me a car from JD Byrider. You know who JD Byrider is? Very expensive. You got bad credit. It's messed up car. JD Byrider, y'all trash. And you pay all this money, but this with a leaky. My car was leaky, smoky. But anyway, I was driving in this car, driving on King Drive. I look up and I see to take a CNA class right on King Drive. The Nirvana Institute is the name of the place. So I look up at the sign. I called and I meet a short black lady that was a nurse, and she owned her own CNA school. Took the class. That is the class. The school haven't been out that long, practically new. Took the class before, I think it was 3-4. I know it wasn't no more than 2 months. It was very short. Took it, passed the exam, and I didn't know how that career was going to help my life. Didn't know it. I just did it. My grandmother did have a stroke. She was still walking, driving, everything. I thought I was a nurse. I was doing that. I was so happy being a CNA, and I'm still happy. But then, of course, we talk to ignorant for ignorant. All y'all do is just clean butt. That's a part of the job, but it's so much more with being a nurse assistant. So much more with this career. And if you use it right, you can make a nice piece of change. Now, living in the state of Illinois, due to the work of myself and others, and I would say the SCIU and many other groups that put in the atmosphere, we always said, pay us more money as CNA. And thank God that the state decided to change the law that they will allow you to pay by experience. That helped it. In some cases, CNAs can probably make $28 to $29 an hour if you play it right. And then overtime, that will be more. And then they're even paying more CNAs more money on the weekends. But there is an issue with that law. and I know I got some of my supportive living people watching me right now, that law need to include every part of healthcare, home healthcare and supportive living. They need to be making paid by experience as well, because you have some great CNAs. I work with plenty of them that work in supportive living, as most people call it assisted living, need to be paid by experience. That needs to be in the law to give these places more funding so these CNAs can work in supportive living as well by experience. So they don't have to leave supportive living, built verbally, and they have to go work in a nursing home. Because that's what's going on with supportive living facilities to this day. They can't afford to pay. They say they can't afford to pay $24, $25, $26 an hour. But that problem of saying that the CNAs with experience, like myself, 10 years or more, are not going to commit to a full-time schedule. They're going to go where the money is at, the 24, the 25, the 20. Due to my experience, I can be making 23, 24, 25 and up in the state of Illinois. That's some good money, because I can't find a job that you can go to school for a couple of weeks to make always up to $28 an hour in the state of Illinois. What job can you get going to school for 4 weeks making $28 an hour? What job? You went training for 4 weeks, and you been and now you're up to $28, almost up to $30. So if you play it right, and then let's not even get to being a traveling CNA. Let's not get to that. That's what the real money. Don't get to. You got to pick up a couple of jobs in New York, in California. That's even more money. Let's not get to that. Then you get a stipend staying in a hotel. Do you take all that money back to your place in Alabama? You living like a king. And then you go and travel and do like an 8-week, 12-week, 16-week contract, come back living like a king. So I'm just saying to you like that. So it's that way that you got to do it. And thank you for us that put in the work. I include myself and others of the CNAs before me that was making $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. And so somebody said insurance paid $27, the call center work claim adjuster get paid $30 and stuff like that. Yeah, so thank you for bringing that up. But there ain't too many that you can go to school for those short amount of weeks like that to get that. So nevertheless. So, but yes, I just have to make that perfectly clear, because I did say that the state need to include every part of healthcare, supported living, home health included, so they can do that as well. All right. And shout out to my coworkers because they do watch, and I want them to watch. I don't tell them that I do a show, because if it's growing, you're going to watch. I think they were watching my TikTok with me dancing with my nieces. Of course. It's going to come to you. When you keep growing, it's going to come to you. We entertain, we talk. We entertain people. We talk about celebrities, politicians, and everything. And when we go to a job, we don't talk about YouTube. I go there to work. They don't hire me to get a click interview, stupid. They hire me to work. Put on some gloves, go do safety checks, do ADLs, and guess what? Clock out and go home. Once I go home, the Wiley Show. Once I'm at my job, I'm here to work at this place, right? So that's how you have to understand it. I have my professional life, and I have my other this professional life is different, where I can sit down, entertain, talk. When I go to the job, I don't be in there breaking news. I'm here at work day 3, and let me tell you about Cardi B. You got 15 call lights going on, stupid. You don't supposed to do that. You got 95 call lights. I'm being extreme. You up there breaking a story at the nursing station, 95 call lights going on. Patients need your help. They on the floor, need your help. You breaking a story. Well, I got to tell you about Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. You got to get charged for breaking everything of HIPAA. Then you, and this what gets me. I got to say this. I'm going to say this and I'm going to quit. Why do people get on the phone and break stories and you can hear patient's information on that? That's a violation of HIPAA. Do you know we take these trainings? Don't do it. Because if you do it to the wrong person, I was at a school. I guess one of the nurses at a hospital shared some information about a patient. and the patient knew the person, and some with that patient's diagnosis got back to the block. And do you know that patient sued the hospital and they had to pay all that millions of dollars? You want to be rich? Start spilling tea and get yourself in trouble. And then the place, they're going to come and sue you. Yeah, you're going to lose what you're going to lose, but the place going to lose millions. So you got to be careful. And you don't want to lose your job and get all that stuff on your record. So you got to be careful with all that crazy stuff. Okay? I agree. I agree. I agree is what I'm saying. I agree. I agree. I'm not saying this is not the only job. I'm just saying it's great, especially if something that you love. I love doing CNA. I did it when I wasn't making hardly nothing. I still don't think I'm making what everybody want to make $55, $80, $90 an hour, but I like what I do. If I didn't like it, go and upgrade. I tell CNAs daily, if you complain about your pay as a CNA, stop complaining, go become a nurse. Stop complaining. Because complaining ain't going to change the income. Either A, become a nurse or do something else. B, become a traveling CNA. C, go back to school and get yourself. D, give me your YouTube channel or something. But just sitting to complain, and you've been complaining for years, ain't going to happen. You got to do more. Just like when I had a conversation with a nurse, she said, you should do nursing school. I never thought about it. Even though people say you should do nursing, it never done. I said, oh, that might be interesting. I might look into that. But I don't have any children. I have plenty of nurses around me in my channel and around me that work and that can help. Why not? Why not? I will look into it. I would love to see myself with stethoscope. Man, please, I would love it. Man, please, smelling good, nurse. Ain't gonna tell me nothing. But I would love to be a nurse for this regard, though, because I understand what CNAs go through. So I will be a different type of nurse because I understand what CNAs go through. I know I still have to do my nursing responsibilities, but I also know I'm not big to answer a call light. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Because I used to go in a call light, answer a call light when I was a janitor, because we were trained that everybody answer a call light. But if that patient need patient care, that's when you notify the nurse, and the nurse notify the CNA, because the nurse is the CNA supervisor. We work directly under the nurse. Now, unless you have a good CNA that ain't meaning that, you can say CNA, hey, this patient wants some water, or this patient needs to be changed or whatever. But everybody should answer. If you're in a good place, they will train you like that. But you got some nurses ain't answering nothing. Man, skip that light. Or we'll go in there and we'll go right back and get the CNA. And guess what that patient want? Medicine. Now you did all that and gonna come out there. This patient needs it. I said, but what? They go in there and you know what they want? A pain pill. So guess what I gotta go back to? Go get you and get you off that seat while you on there eating them potato chips. Now, if you would have got up and started walking past the rush to that desk to eat some chips, you would have seen that light was on for a pain pill. So, nevertheless, I seen so much stuff in healthcare, but I seen a lot of good in healthcare. Beautiful nurses I've seen, beautiful male nurses, and beautiful people. Beautiful people about oxygen and about assisting the nurse when they do have to do a catheter or have to get the urine to test the urine, a straight cath. I've witnessed a lot of that stuff, and to assist nurses. That's why I'm able to help a lot for my grandmother, to assist the home care nurse, a lot of things that I know, because I've been in healthcare for over 10 years. So you soak up so much knowledge you don't even think that you have. So nevertheless, I love healthcare. I love the job. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's an awesome career. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a CNA. I mean, one time I was on the phone with a hospital. I'm just a CNA. That nurse told me, she said, you're more than just a CNA. You are a part You are a healthcare professional. So I love that. I love that because I used to speak down to him. I'm just a CNA. Well, no, I'm a healthcare professional. And you have to act like you are a healthcare professional. You are. You work. You are. You are a nurse assistant. That's powerful. That's powerful. I think that the industry have to start treating CNAs like a healthcare professional and stop treating some of us like we are just discarded, because we're not. We're not discarded. We are in healthcare professional. We are part of the system. We are part of the wheel. We are part of the machine. So is food service. They're a part of the system, right? So is dietary food service, right? Housekeeping is a part of the system. I used to be a janitor. I've done that. So I understand. And I would never, ever, I'm not big enough to go if I see something that's on the toilet. This is me. I don't care where I work. Hey, if the housekeeper bitch, hey, let me get on your cart, let me get some gloves, let me spray this down, because it make my job easier. I'm gonna spray the walls down, spray it. If they had a mess to keep that relationship, to keep the complaints down, I'll do it. I'll do it, especially if they had an accident. I'm not gonna allow no patient to sit on something that's soiled, because that make my job quadruple hard. So if I can find a housekeeper or find a way and spray it down with some wipes, well, I'm good to go. I want my whole floor, whatever, to be peaceful, good relationship. So a good, you know what I'm saying, to keep the car lights down. Everybody happy. I go home. I did my job. But just for me, telling folks, but this ain't my job. I don't operate like that, because if it's something that I know I can do to keep the peace, I do it when it's considered on my level. And I'm not too big enough to help others, but it's, you know what I'm saying? We all work together. I love my coworkers. I love that good teamwork. We help each other. I love it. It flows well. I love it. And I work with some very beautiful people. Some people in my 10 years of experience, I have not worked with great people. Don't worry about it. But I love those that I have worked as for great people. Thank you so very much. A CNA can make or break a nurse. It can make my nurses love work with me, because I will help. It's like, it's a good relationship. Hey, Marquise, can you blah, blah, blah? Can you assist with this? Can you know what it is? It's like, it's good. Like, it's good. It's just a good. It's good. If you have a good nurse, a good CNA, you unstoppable. Baby, it's good. So I love it. I love it. I love all levels of it. I love it. I really want to get my experience in the hospital. So that's like my bigger thing here. So I'm trying to find a hospital to work at. In Illinois, I want to get my experience, because that's the only thing. I have no experience in a hospital setting, but I do want to do a hospital setting. So it's a couple of hospitals I'm looking at. I want to try, and because that mean, and if I do a hospital setting, that mean, yeah, that'll be like the only part of healthcare I have not done was a hospital setting. I would love to do it and see how it is. I would love to do it. So I'm gonna look into that and look on Indeed and see a hospital setting. So yeah, but I do see myself as a nurse. I can see it. I see myself now. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. That's some big money, man. Please, look. Let me see some LVN programs. Somebody even find me LVN program in Illinois. Let me find me LVN program right now. Call in. You got me LVN program. Find me, man. All right, we're ready for it. You know, and I can ask y'all to help me. Real nurses that can help. Yeah. I was watching Bernie Mac show the other day, and that's why yes, because you know what, Bernie Mac, because I love Bernie Mac. Yeah, CNAs are eyes and ears, because you know stuff like, yes, I love, like, it's so much stuff that I can share, but due to the fact of like HIPAA, I don't tell, so I just make a real generalization. I love it. The little bitty stuff and the semantics of it, you really can't get into, but I love it. Like I said, you can find LBN program through your career link on Career Source, whatever your unemployment office in the county and town maybe even pay for. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to start. My first thing is starting with my CNA program that I graduated from, and I'm going to check with her and everything. Because I know somebody told me about Prairie State. But I'm going to find a good one. I'm going to find a good one. Teamwork makes the dream work. They have bridge program. I'm gonna find a good one. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because I have like the criminal justice one, but I can tell like I ain't gonna do nothing with that degree. That's why I never finish it because I ain't gonna do nothing with it. Like healthcare is why not do healthcare? So yeah, because I'm like, I ain't gonna do nothing with that career. Like in my earlier years, I ain't gonna. I did the healthcare industry just found me. The other thing is find a job that will pay you to go to school. Yeah, I think that's where the hospital thing goes in. Because like a lot of the nursing facilities and supported living facilities, they don't really offer like paying people to go to be nurses. That would be a game changer for a lot of places. And I think some places, like one place was like, we'll pay you, but you got to pay us back by giving us 3-4 years. I'm like, no, I don't want to go through that because I might find a place, and then if you don't work it off or do that, you have to pay us what we paid the school. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. That's like a slavery. That's a slave contract. That's a slave contract. They're just like this job said, you gotta work since we pay for your CNA. Well, that's different because CNA program is not, it's like less than $1,000. Ain't that expensive. That's a VA they pay, but you under contract with them. Yeah, I don't want to do that under contract. I want to hurry up and get it and stuff like that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't want to do that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. All right. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. We're going to thank y'all so very much. This has been such a beautiful show. I want to thank y'all. We'll be in Vegas October 6th through the 9th. Okay. We are close. I mean, we are getting closer and closer for Vegas. You can email us at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. All right. That's October 6th through the 9th, 2023. And if you want to email us RSVP, you can do so at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Please send an email there so we will know that you're coming as well. You guys, you are receiving an email with my number that you all can contact with and everything where we meet up. And we're going to meet up at the bar so we can drink. And go out. We go eat and then we're gonna go to the strip. We're gonna do a lot. So I don't really want to put like a whole schedule to change. Just know Friday you get your room, meet me in the lobby, meet me at the bar, and then we gonna wing it. That's what I'm playing. We just gonna wing it. I'm gonna say it again. All right. Meet me in the lobby at the bar. We got to get drunk. Not drunk, but we're gonna get a couple of little martini, a little drinking. Now you know they give us free drinks if we gamble, so we're gonna do a little gambling. I'm gonna show you how to do it, right, where they can keep the drinks coming. Okay, please, people, bring your money because they don't do no 55,000 check splitting. So make sure you got you a Cash App or a Zelle so you can bring it to me, so we can pay it with one card. We ain't gonna do no 80,000 split checks. They ain't gonna do it. Okay. So we was gonna do Hell's Kitchen. That's out, baby. The reservation was well, and I didn't trust some of y'all that say y'all was gonna do it and make it count. So I get off my card. So we just gonna go to other restaurants. But I will try Hell's Kitchen another day. I will try another time I come to Vegas. Because I do want to try it. But it's other restaurants. So if it's something that we need to visit in Vegas, if it's something that's there that we should try out, email me. Don't comment in the chat. You can comment, but please repeat it in the email so I can have a record of, because I like to go back to my emails and see what we should try in Vegas. And that's from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I know some of you are going to leave on, all of us leaving on a Monday. So we're looking forward to it. Please, please, please. I want to see y'all there. I don't care if it's one person, 3 people, or 5 people. We're going to have a time in Vegas. This is our 2nd annual meet and greet. Y'all know last month we had a time in Vegas and I was big as a house. Time in Vegas. So we doing Vegas again. All right, we doing it again. Let me see if I can post a clip of that. Whatever is customer. Yes, that's all the let me see if I can find like the pictures and stuff, because I know Blue Sky's got some stuff that never was released for Vegas. But I do have this, so give me a second here. I just can't believe we had Chronicle Speaks here. I'm gagging. I had to. Ooh, I know she was like, "Wow, it's a couple." I know I'm funny. I like you, baby. All right. I don't know if she's single. Okay. Let me see if I can find Las Vegas. Okay. This was 2 years ago when I was with Sean Bradley. When I went with them, this is why I found out about it. Okay, now don't mind my size. I was huge. This why another reason I'm going on this fast too, because I should be slimmer, and I am slimmer. Okay, let me play. Oh wait. Okay, I want to make sure. Okay, you say you wish I wish you could go too. I want y'all there. And if you can't come, just donate to my fund for me so I can have a good time. So and I can stream and show y'all how fun it is. Okay, hit the Cash App and the Zelle because I want to have some spending money. I want to gamble. Hey, and we went to Usher concert, and if y'all want to see us at the Usher concert, I post that on the community wall because we went to Usher concert last year, and is it Bonnie Boy, whatever is Bonnie Boy, his Afro Beats or something. Bonnie Boy, did I say that right? We went there last year, and so it was fun last year. It was fun. And shout out to Blue Skies because Blue Skies knew more about the hotel. I didn't know nothing that they had a whole section. I just knew about one little restaurant. They had everything there. But Bonnie Boy, Burner Boy, Burner Boy, Burner Boy, Burner Boy, Burner Boy. So Blue Skies, I feel like she really helped with the Vegas thing, as well as Katina helped as well. And it was so much fun. Like it was fun. Like shout out to Blue Skies was there. Like we went out to another restaurant. I didn't want to spend that much paying for all that has. Blue Sky be like, listen, we got to live once. We ate all that expensive food. It just took me to a regular McDonald's, but I ate a little Simon and all that. They said, I want to bring up with my man next time. So we had fun, and it's fun, man. It's fun. It's really, really fun. I don't know why I got on these scrubs. It's fun, but we had such a good time last year, and I'm doing it again. And if you cannot participate, say, hey, you cannot go, you can always contribute to me going so I can stream and have a good old time. Okay. All right. And then, of course, if y'all not coming for that, then we're going to be making an announcement in the upcoming month or so about our first live show in New York City. Okay. We're going to a live show, live taping in New York City. All right. Live show and everything in New York City. Okay. And that's going to be next year. All right. So we'll let y'all know the date and everything. Of course, y'all will get the venue information closer to the date because, the closer to the date. But, it will be in New York. We'll let y'all know. Okay. That's going to be next year. For people, because according to Google, the number one city that watched the Wiley Show is in New York City. New York is, and New York is connected to so many other cities close to it. So we'll let you all know about that and save your money up now. Because I want to see y'all for Vegas, but I understand times is hard. It is hard, but nevertheless, God's going to do it for us. We're gonna have a good old time. They said, Bonnie. Burner Boy, I'm so sorry for messing up the name. You know I'm bad with names. And I can't wait to see y'all. I can't wait to see y'all in Vegas. It's gonna be amazing. Thank y'all. And thank y'all that cash up us over the weekend. Thank y'all so very much for the prayers that you all gave us on last. Y'all was praying for Brother Wiley. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you all for that. And we will see y'all later. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Tomorrow, there will not be a morning show. We will do a evening show at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. on the East Coast. We got to work tomorrow. So that morning show will technically be like a 4 p.m. show. And so let me check my calendar. Okay. Yes. To 4. Okay. Or it could be 3:30, like 4:30 out time. But anyway, y'all will know. I'll put it out on there. Wednesday, it will not be a morning show. I got to be fitted for my brace. So that will be an evening show as well for Wednesday. For the 14th, that will be a morning show, regular programming. On the 15th, that will not be a morning show. I got to do a training. That will be an evening show. Saturday will be a morning show. Probably a morning show if something happened. Sunday, members only. We will be doing our members only, but that will not be a 5-6 hour because we have to do a job for that particular day. I could not get that day off to save my life because they said it's mandatory to do a mandatory training for one weekend. So we would do our members only about 11 a.m. So that's 12 Central. So we'll be doing that for about maybe 3 hours instead of the usual 6 or 8 that we usually do. And of course, we'll let y'all know. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Yes, we are still doing the town hall. That town hall members, y'all will get the information because I'm still working on the flyer. So members, y'all already know what it is. So give me some members. We're still doing that town hall. And that town hall that I think we have scheduled for the town hall. Give me a second here that we have it on the day because one of the panelists say they can do it that day. And I need to let this out because I need to get some women on the panel and some men on the panel as well. But I know it's on a weekend. It's on a weekend. It's on a weekend. I got it in my calendar here, in my phone here. Give me a second. That is going to be, I think, next week. I gotta see the schedule. Hold on. The 27th. Oh no, it's not gonna be on. It's not gonna be on a weekend. It's gonna be on the 27th. On the September the 27th. I believe we're gonna do at September the 27th at 7:00 p.m. 7 p.m. on September the 27th. And that's 8 on the East Coast. So that's on September the 27th. I'm not gonna put the name of what the town hall gonna be, but we're doing a town hall on September the 27th, and we do have a panelist. We have a pastor coming on. We're gonna have other people that's gonna come on as well. If you want to participate in a town hall for the members, because y'all already know the subject, email, let's talk, send me an email at wileyshowproduction@gmail.com. Because I think on StreamYard we have about 6 people, so we need a minimum of 6 people on the panel. I would prefer you come on camera, but you don't have to come on camera. It looks good when we all on camera, but if you don't feel comfortable, you could be on the thumbnail, all right? But for particularly the men, I would love for y'all to be on camera if you can. If not, I just don't want to be the only one on camera. But if it is what it is, so that's on September. But I know Pastor, this pastor bringing on, he's gonna be on camera, and I'm gonna be on camera, and I think he's streaming it on his page as well. So that's on September the 27th at 8 p.m. East Coast time and 7 p.m. Central. But we will have a flyer, and then once that town hall is announced with the title of subject and everything, I know everybody's gonna want to participate for that. It's gonna be so controversial, more controversial than the last one we said. Is it okay to make trans children? Is it okay for them to transition as children? You thought that was controversial. This one it's gonna be lit. I think emotion is gonna be high, right, Paul? He said, yes, sir. All right. Thank y'all so very much, and we will see y'all later. This was it, man. We put on a good show today. A good show today. Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com, PayPal, $Marquise28. I love Zelle. Zelle is good because Zelle just come to you. You know, can somebody send me a Zelle? Wait a minute. That Zelle, I like Zelle because Zelle just come to you. You know what I'm saying? He's so beautiful because Zelle is so professional. I love Zelle. Shout out to Zelle because Zelle is not that popular or well known like Cash. Can somebody send me? I just like how it come to me like Zelle. It's different. It's like it's so professional with Zelle because of it's very detailed. Look at y'all. What's that? I ain't talking to you. You ain't got it. Sit your broke tail down. I ain't talking to you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I love Zelle. You know, send me a nice Zelle. Let me put that Zelle information. I would like that. Yeah. I just want to say, I haven't received that in a long time, a Zelle. I haven't received that in a long time. Man, that's my Zelle. You send it to the WileyShow@gmail.com. I haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah, no. I haven't. Man, okay. I haven't received that in a long time. It's been a long time since I received a Zelle. Yes. All right. Love y'all. You all may continue to start your day. The Alpha Man is out. We done for the day. Oh, Steve, I love you. Strawberry, you about to get fired.